Yo, what is going down, y'all? Welcome in the most underrated podcast you already know.
Hell yeah!
Broadcasting from Most Underrated Studios, I'm your man, Thomas the Franchise. The homie Dow Palantonio chilling across from me. Fellas, shit has hit the fan within the last 24 hours, bro.
Yeah, my throat's dry.
God.
Oh, you were saying that. You got an itch in your throat. Here we go.
Oh, God.
Here we go.
What are we doing here?
The coronavirus hypochondriacs
I know.
in the studio. I don't know if you're really a hypochondriac. You're just very scared.
I'm just anxious.
No, you're a hypochondriac. You got an itchy throat, and you're a little bit paranoid about that, which you haven't even been out anywhere.
Correct. Just to Walmart to get the trading cards.
Oh, that might be a little dangerous.
Dangerous.
Okay. That's number one.
One.
Number two, you had the itchy throat. What else? There was something else you had going on. Oh, I told Dallas, I was like, yeah, I heard the hold your breath for 10 seconds. All that stuff. He holds his breath for 10 seconds. Make sure he has no burning in the lungs.
Yeah.
Make sure he has no issues going on there. Because if you didn't hear, that's how you can give yourself a little home test. You can hold your breath for 10 seconds. And if you feel any kind of burning, if you feel any shortness of breath, if you feel trouble doing that, you may want to go get checked out. You may have a little, may have something going on.
Yep.
So Dal was doing that
Yeah.
a few different times. He has a tickle in his throat, and he thinks he might be sick.
So much to the fact that look what I got in this container today.
Water. And this guy never drinks water. Ever drinks water.
I know.
Never, ever.
This is what it takes.
This is I don't have unfortunately I don't have holy water, but I've got hype water. Supreme hype water. We're good.
What was that? That reminded me of those Air Maxes that were made with the holy water in them. Remember
those
that?
were sick.
Those were so sick.
Yeah.
All
Those
right.
custom joints.
So Dal, tell them why you're drinking a ton of water. What have you read? What did you hear?
All right, some of the, there's a lot of shit out there. He said, she said, all this crazy stuff. But the one finding that I have found at least to be true in Italy, because, man, they just have a war zone in Italy. Bless anybody's heart that is in Italy right now. God dang, heart goes out to you. But what they're saying is, with this coronavirus, there is no vaccine that we know of so far. But one thing that is keeping people not only stable but also improving their health after time is hydration, dude. Hydration is the key to this coronavirus. So much to the fact that these patients, that obviously the ones that aren't being on respirators, for God's sakes, are saying, man, I've tried every damn flavor known to man of Gatorade, and I'm so sick of it. Electrolytes, you shove it up your ass. But it is making improvements in their health, the hydration. So much to the fact that they are also saying that you can actually get so hydrated and get in front of this coronavirus that in fact you can get that virus to actually go down your system into your stomach where it likes to lie in the trachea and in the lungs. You can actually push that down to the stomach, and supposedly the stomach acid can then kill the virus. So there is something to be said about staying, and just overall hydration with this coronavirus. And now I'm dry again. See what I mean?
So the stomach, and you believe this stuff?
I believe the hydration. That makes sense. Now,
it's pushing it down into the stomach, and then the acid eating
kills
up the virus?
I don't know about that.
Sounds kind of like some bro science, but fuck it.
Bro science, but hey, if it works.
But dude,
it can't hurt. It's just water.
Some bro science.
The hydration, though, definitely an improvement for sure. Stay hydrated.
Anything that gets Dow to drink water, that's wrong with it.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, the problem is with this, dude, I'm never hydrated. I am dehydrated Dow. So I may have to take three
dehydrated Dow.
I may have to take 3 leaks during this cast. How am I going to do that?
I don't know.
Me either.
You tried to tell me, you're like, maybe I can make it during the maybe I can make it during the Fortified tattoo, the Fortified tattoo commercial. I was like, dude, that's the 30-second spot. There's no way.
I think I can push it.
There's no way you're running to the bathroom in our office. And, dude, hand washing, not touching knobs, all this stuff that we're doing. No way.
You're supposed to hand wash for 20 seconds.
You're supposed to hand wash before you touch your dick. You don't want to get...
Oh, maybe that's why I got a dry throat.
Yeah, you don't want to...
I'm not hand washing before I touch my dick. It's just after.
Dow has the Rona. Kick him off the cast. Black Perez already knows. He said he can't get kicked off the cast.
Get kicked off the cast!
Is that the end of it's the end of the world song? You guys are savages from Socratic Mind.
Oh wow.
LOL. Yes, it was. I love a little REM. The more you read into the coronavirus stuff, the more it makes you panic, Dirty DJ. He also said, do not watch the new Joe Rogan podcast. That dude will make everyone panic.
Already did.
Oh, you checked it out already?
Yeah, it was great, man. I think it was an individual from the CDC. Don't quote me on that, but he obviously studied diseases, obviously, for a living, and he has written a couple books. You know, I don't think he was over the top by any means. He did plug a lot of his books. It was almost like, you know, and I get that as well, being on a Joe Rogan platform.
Right,
I mean, that's huge, right? For anybody that has done anything or published anything or sells anything. I think that's great. But, you know, he did a lot of push in his books, but I don't think he said anything wrong either. So it was informative, but a little scary as well.
Yeah, I think panic is up to you. Like,
right.
You can listen to all that information,
Sure.
do with it what you want, but it's on you if you panic.
The only Panic I like is Panic at the Disco.
Do you like them?
Actually, no, I hate that.
I know. I was about to say. I was like, you would never go to.
Doesn't sound right.
I think they have a couple. They have a couple all right jams.
They've probably canceled their tour if they're on one.
They ain't on tour, guy.
Okay.
When was the last hit they had crack? Oh, actually, you know what? I take that back. I think they had a hit 2018, maybe 2019.
I will tell you this:
a
the lead
recent-
singer of Panic, Brandon, I believe his name is, did a Taylor Swift song here recently.
Like on his YouTube, or he put it out.
Taylor Swift put it out on her album that just came out.
He did a song with Taylor Swift.
With Taylor Swift, yeah. Uh-huh.
You said he did a Taylor Swift song.
Oh no, yeah, that's my bad.
What is that? Yeah. All right. He did a song on her album.
He did.
Oh, okay.
So
Like he was just on the hook
he's
or
still
whatever?
relevant, but I don't know if Panic is.
I feel like they had something recently. Anyway, it doesn't matter. What are you laughing at? What are you laughing at?
I'm just on Twitter trying to find something for the show, but DJ Simone is like, if you come to my house, there's a good chance you'll be wiping your ass with paper towels. I got the good kind though.
I think that's how everyone feels. Unless you were into the madness and stocking up,
Yeah.
you already got shut out. I'll tell you what me and my lady did. We just clicked buy on a bunch of wet wipes on Amazon. They showed up at the door
Nice.
in 2 days, and we now have 2,000 wet wipes, and we're good for a while.
Oh, that's cool, man. I went and bought a bunch of Dallas Cowboy gear, so we're good to go to wipe our asses. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yikes. Shots fired. Now, that was actually pretty good, though.
Yeah, Dak Prescott still hasn't signed. Can you believe that?
Dude, they offered him didn't they offer him, like, what was it?
But, you know, I think if you look at it, it was, goddamn, I don't even remember the amount, but it was still lower than some of the quarterbacks that obviously were in and out of the league that quick, right? It was lower than Mark Sanchez. Do you remember the time Mark Sanchez was offered one of the biggest contracts?
The crazy
It
shit
was
with the
still
Jets.
lower than that. And I think that's what didn't set well with Dak. But long story short, they still haven't came to
But
terms.
he would have been the highest paid right now, right? Or he would have been around the $30 million a year.
Yeah.
And there's only like a handful of guys, 2 or 3 guys making over
Right.
30 a year. I think Breeze is in that category, Rivers in that category, but there's not a ton of guys making over 30 million a year.
Right.
Russell Wilson is.
Right. What's his name? That just with the Vikings.
Kirk Cousins. Yeah.
Yeah.
And they tried to offer him a ton guaranteed too. You think
Yeah, the guaranteed was nice with Dak, I thought.
it was crazy, and I don't think that, or do you think that Jerry Jones is going to be scorned by this and be like, "Hey, I'm done with. I'm not going to offer you anything more," and take it as a disrespectful gesture that he didn't take it, or is he gonna just move forward and offer him something else because he wants Dak that bad?
Jerry Jones is a man of chances. We've obviously seen that with Jason Garrett.
He's not gonna take it personal.
And maybe, that was just because Jason Garrett was kind of his puppet, and in the whole masterful thing of the organization. But, I don't think he's going to take it too personal, but I think he's a man of chances, and I think he's going to keep pushing for Dak.
Let's move forward. Sorry, we just got off on a little tangent there. We're going to obviously talk a ton of coronavirus on the show today. How it impacts everything that we do here, from the sneaker game to certain trade operations to our daily lives and how we live things, to my new job that I got this week. We'll talk about that. Our trip to Vegas, sports, the sports landscape. I mean, we talk a ton of sports on this show.
Yeah.
That's obviously no sports going on. Going to impact the show. Going to impact you guys. You guys are sports fans, a lot of you out there. But let's just start with last night. Let's take it all the way back to last night. We're sitting on the couch. I'm watching ESPN. I'm watching the Nuggets-Mavs game. Where are you guys at? Are you guys watching that game, or are you getting alerts and then tuned into the game?
I am locked the hell in.
You're locked into the game
And
as well.
Robin's cool there too. She's doing some dishes and some side stuff or whatever. And I set expectations. I'm like, babe, this could be it. This could be the last basketball game that we watched for a while. And that was before the whole thing kind of built up to what it did. But dude, I was locked in for sure.
You, Jalal, you were watching it?
Yeah, I was just seeing on Twitter. I wasn't watching the game.
Okay.
Just updates on Twitter.
So I was watching the game, kind of following along on social media stuff, and then the game, they actually started talking about it. It felt like the news broke before I got any alerts, or before I saw anything on social media, on Twitter. It was the game. Mm-hmm. It was live on the game that it cut in. And, dude, it was so eerie because I thought Doris Burke did an incredible job of helping lead the coverage, and I thought she did a great job of being real and being so transparent and not necessarily criticizing the league, but like after this had happened and after they had made the announcement, she's like, why would they play that Pelicans-Kings game? Why? She's questioning it right away. Why would they do that?
Is
that
it
makes
necessary?
No sense.
It's not necessary.
It's necessary. Doesn't make any sense. If we're suspending the league, or if the league's being suspended, why are we playing that game? And I thought she did a great job with the coverage. And I thought Tom Rinaldi, sideline reporter last night, he was on the court there for that game. I thought he did a good job bringing the coverage and bringing everything around. But that was where I saw the beginning of the news, the breaking news of Rudy Gobert being infected, because we heard he had an illness earlier in the day.
And then he went to game time decision, and then he was
and Moutier both.
Yeah.
Now we still don't know.
He was supposed to be out. Like he was supposed to be out for sure, and then it moved to questionable.
Yeah. Yep.
And he was on the sideline just looking bad.
And then his coach, Quinn, whatever his name is, I forget.
Quinn Snyder.
Snyder, that's it. Quinn said, then obviously they interviewed Quinn right before the game, said, no, he's definitely out, you know.
No. So sorry, Joel, just to correct. They said Rudy was not in the building last night.
Oh, he wasn't?
No.
I thought they said Chris Paul went over to
No, they just went over to ask what was up with Rudy because he had heard some stuff.
Okay,
he just went to ask
my
what's
bad.
up.
He went to ask the other team, like, hey, what's up with Rudy? And they're like, get away.
That's
Get
why
away
this
from
is,
even them.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
And that's why this is interesting, because once he got diagnosed, they had no idea who he had been in contact with within the team and everything, so they didn't want other, spread, whatever. So then you got the announcement of Rudy coming out. Emmanuel Moutier is the guy that was also sat out for illness with Rudy Gobert last night. So I thought he was going to be the second player diagnosed. I thought, okay, Moutier's probably enough. We still haven't even heard from Moutier. We haven't heard he's been negative. Have you heard anything on Moutier?
No, nothing.
Me either. We haven't heard if he's got it. We haven't heard if he doesn't have it. Nothing. All we hear now is Donovan Mitchell has it.
Yeah, Spidey.
And he was all over the place last night during pregame. If you watch the pregame, Donovan Mitchell's over there shooting free throws.
He's got his headphones on.
He's got his Beats by Dre on. He's got the kid underneath the hoop is taking the ball.
He made shoot around as well, which Rudy Gobert did not make shoot around either. That has been obviously spoken about much yesterday. So Rudy did not actually enter the entire arena between yesterday, anytime, or last night. So, but Spidey Mitchell, man.
Then you get word that one of the referees worked the event. I'm sorry. One of the referees that was going to work the Pelicans-Kings game had worked a game with the Jazz earlier in the week.
Yeah, that Monday night's game.
And I believe Monday night's the same night your boy Rudy was out there touching all the mics.
Yep, that was the night.
After the post-game presser. Did you guys see that out there?
Yeah.
That was nuts.
He got up, and didn't want to touch anything.
What did they ask him? I didn't catch a whole clip. I don't know what the question was. They asked him if he was scared of the virus or something?
Something like that. Yeah, he just kind of made light of it, made fun of it a little bit, and then gets up, no hands, and acts like he's just trying to be super, super
nonchalant
about it, and then goes
we
back.
ain't afraid of no ghosts, little Ghostbusters.
Runs it back and then starts playing the ones and twos on the mics.
Right? Yeah, he's
like, shit.
So moronic.
God,
so
this
stupid.
guy.
And then, so coincidental or not, interesting is what I'll say. I don't know if I don't know if he got it from that. I don't know, but you got to think about the reverse. What do all those reporters think now? Did he have the virus before he did all that?
Yeah.
So those guys, do you just throw that tape recorder out?
He would have had to have been exposed before then, right?
I don't know.
With the time frame that they're saying.
What are they saying? I have no idea.
Are they saying the symptoms are taking what is it, 7 to 10 days to show up, or 2 weeks?
There's an average
14 days.
You have seen him as fast as two business days. The symptoms, which is crazy, right?
Oh my god!
You like that?
Which is crazy, right?
Takes weekends off.
Yeah, 2 business days. But then as long as 14 to 15 days before some symptoms would even show up. So, dude, you could be a carrier and just not even know.
So he most likely had it at the time that he was touching all those things, and people in the locker room were saying they said an anonymous person in the locker room says he was being careless and touching everybody's stuff.
Oh,
in the locker
really?
room.
Being careless and touching everybody's stuff just out of fun?
Yeah.
Or what do you mean? Right. Like who's just going around touching everybody's stuff for no reason? If someone's doing that to me, I'm like, dude, are you 5? Get in the corner.
Yeah.
Go over there to your locker. Get out of my face. You're annoying me touching everyone's stuff. Is that serious, Jalal?
So,
or are we hearing?
No,
I love that we're kind of reporting these days.
But it says anonymous sources in the locker room.
Right.
You know?
Those
But
are the reports.
There was another source. Donovan Mitchell was the only Jazz player and personnel to test positive out of the 58 tests administered on Wednesday night. So the remaining tests apparently came back negative. That was this morning at 9 a.m.
Wow. That's
Wow.
So, and I know they kept them in the locker room until about after midnight last night, is what I saw. So their bus fired up after midnight last night. The Thunder were obviously able to get out of there a little bit quicker.
They were.
But I think the Jazz are back in Salt Lake City now.
They did take a flight. Yeah, they had a charter flight today, but there were no signs of Gobert nor Spidey Mitchell on it for sure. So we don't know. We all think they're still probably in OKC getting the treatment and everything, following protocol, and trying to do the best they can.
Dow, so you can't get it on Saturday or Sunday? LOL. That's a funny one, Gregory.
Two business days. I'm just
That's
talking.
hilarious.
I'm just trying to be formal here. 2 business days. You know
That's
what I mean?
hilarious. I love when I just peek into the chat and see some funny shit right up there.
This guy
Yeah.
Nomi is going in, man. I put him on timeout because he was just
Oh, it's too
spamming
much?
with. Like, we get it, dog.
It's just too much.
Yeah, a little propaganda.
Oh yeah, he was just he's in there just letting us know, huh?
Well, let's do this, fellas.
Could happen, but don't spam the comments.
Let's just hit our Vegas trip, which is now no longer a trip. That has been killed.
Officially.
Shot dead. The Vegas trip is done. There's no longer a reason for us to go to Vegas just to gamble and lose money. I mean, if we're going to go out there and watch the games and lose some money, or maybe win some money and have fun, I'm not saying we all would lose money for sure, but more than likely than not, you're going to spend some money out there. You're going to lose some money. And
I never lose.
for the amount of people out there, why put ourselves at more risk? We have no idea who's traveling there. We have no idea what's going on. It just doesn't make any sense. Makes no sense at all to travel to Vegas. So that has been killed.
Yeah. Well, the other reason we didn't go to Vegas, did you hear?
What?
Vegas, dude. This is a crazy thing. Like I get it, and it makes total sense, but it's something you don't think about. So when you're looking at a trip, there's a few things that you look forward to, right? Maybe a show, obviously betting, us watching the March Madness. Coronavirus, however, forces Las Vegas hotels to close a very, very popular attraction. You might have a guess as to what that might be. Think of somebody coming all together. What brings everybody together?
Slot machines. Everyone's touching them.
That's what I thought.
No?
That's what I thought.
Okay.
The buffets.
Buffet.
Dude.
Oh, yeah.
They are literally, this is the first time that Vegas will actually dissolve the buffets for a while. So on Tuesday night, MGM Resorts International announced it will be temporarily closing the buffets at all of its Las Vegas-based properties starting Sunday, March 15th.
I thought I was playing a commercial.
Dang, man, I didn't have the do not disturb on. What's up, man?
I don't know.
How many beers did I got to drink for that?
I was feeling like John King. I was confused.
I was confused. I thought we were doing a podcast.
Didn't know. I thought we were doing a show.
All right, let's get back to it.
Dal owes you a shot. If you see him in public, he owes you a shot.
Yeah, phone went off.
Go ahead.
But yeah, MGM buffets, any MGM Resorts International properties will be shut down starting Sunday, March 15th.
Damn.
So, our favorite, dude, Caesar's buffet.
Caesars. Oh, I love
It is
Caesars.
the best.
Love the Caesars buffet.
So just another reason not to go, I guess.
That doesn't make any sense either. Now we can't even eat good. We go out there, we can't eat good.
No crab legs.
You can't bet on any games. You can't do any. I mean, whatever. Now we get to do the show though.
Yeah.
Now we get to do the show. We don't have any issues with that. I'm excited about that. Is there any let's stay on Vegas for a second. Is there any good comments, Jalal, by the way? Is there anything we
Soccer
need to
Nate
read?
says the strip club's still open.
Oh, true. I guess that's the one bonus.
Yeah. I actually saw that.
That might be a high hot spot there. High risk of
high risk. Only if you pay the
some
lap.
type of virus.
Only if you
I
pay
don't
the
know if it's
lap
coronavirus.
dances. Yeah.
Dal showed me a picture. What was that sign?
Yeah.
Someone had up?
So I don't know if it was a real sign, but it looked pretty good.
It looked legit.
It looked like a legit sign.
At first, I was like, "Is that Photoshop?" And I looked close. I was like, "Yeah, it looks legit."
So
Looks good.
Little Darlings, which is one of the most well-known strip clubs. I think the Spearmint Rhino is probably the most known in Vegas, but Little Darlings, maybe a second place there, but it said, Little Darlings, still our strippers are 100% coronavirus free. And then it has this one of the strippers up there, and she got Lysol in one hand and then wipes in the other one. I think it was great marketing.
Interesting stuff. I thought it was funny when he showed it to me.
Robin, we definitely wouldn't have went, though. I promise. We would have stayed at the buffet and that weren't there. And, probably Ja Burrito. We probably just would have stayed at Ja Burrito.
For that reason, I'm out.
Dal, let's stay in Vegas really quickly. The NFL draft. This is supposed to go down April 23rd.
Yeah.
They're talking about 750,000 people, 750,000 people ascending on Vegas for that event that weekend. This is that's not a month out. This is about a month and a half out. A little over a month out. Month and 10 days out. Does this still go down? The NFL's not canceled anything yet. They haven't made any statements or anything like that,
Right.
but I just don't see how you can have a normal experience with all this going on. You're talking about them shutting down buffets for a while.
Yeah.
I mean, what?
Here's what I would say. So the NFL,
And you don't want do you want a bunch of people around those draft picks? Around those players? Do you want them going up to the state?
around all that money that you just spent,
Right.
no, you don't want that.
You have to put them in a hazmat suit.
Here's what I would say. So the NFL hasn't really made, as a league, any policies. You are correct on that. That being said, there are teams that have come out saying, hey, our organization will not be traveling. We have discontinued any traveling, any meet and greets, any, watching, some of the players in the upcoming draft going to facilities. We are no longer doing that. The Redskins are one of those teams, for example. That being said, so I think we're starting to see some of this NFL, even without the league, already doing stuff, just individual players, teams, organizations. But with this draft, I do not see it happening. And here's what I would say.
Okay.
After all these things that I've read and all these, articles and all these doctors that, that are kind of talking about it. So let's look at it this way. We're about 50 days, maybe even longer, behind China's. What's going on with China? With Italy, they say we're about 20 to 25 days behind them.
Okay.
So just with the things and the immense growth, and they're still beating the shit out of us with testing. We see the growth and just the rapid rate at what things are changing. And we're seeing this now with just the sports organizations. Within the last 24 hours, look at the changes. So this is going to grow, and this is going to grow to something huge. And what I would say, most of these professionals and doctors are all saying 60, 90, 120 days, dude, until we see any type of change within this. So given those numbers, given those forecasts, and I'm even going out on a limb saying into July, August, based off of what I've read, but 90 to 120 days is what people are saying before we can kind of get any type of control on this. So that puts us way past the draft. That puts us into damn near football season, preseason.
What does that do to baseball season? Let's just get into the sports cancellations here. What does that do to baseball season? Baseball's set to start in 2 weeks. Now, they've canceled a bunch of spring training games. MLB has come out and suspended their operations and everything that they have going on to prepare for the upcoming season. One of the multiple sports leagues that have taken action and tried to, in hopes to stop the spread. Yeah. And
the NHL had 4 weeks left of their regular season, suspended operations as well.
And for the people that don't understand this, why still can't they have why can't they just have games with no one in the stands? Not a lot of people in there, just the players. I think that's what they were trying to do until Rudy Gobert broke out with the virus last night, and then everything went crazy. And the reason is, I don't know if people didn't think about this or they were just waiting for the ball to drop, but a lot of people were criticizing the NBA for not taking action. But once this happened, you got to realize, and like I said, I don't know if they didn't think about it or what, or if they were just maybe hoping to get lucky. But once a player gets infected with the virus, now you have to go look at everyone on his team, everyone on the other team, the referees, the teams that he's played against within the past 2 weeks we're talking about with symptoms. It's just a mess. And that's one player. One player. So imagine these breakouts start occurring. Now we have 2 players that we know of. We have 2 players that we know of currently. Who knows where it's going to go from here? Hopefully that's where it stops, right? Hopefully the NBA has quelled that and it's done.
It's done.
But then you go to another sport, MLB, NHL. This is the exact same thing. These guys are in close proximity, sweating, hitting, sweats falling on each other. They're right by each other, breathing on each other for 3-4 hours.
You got to think about the planes and how planes recirculate the air.
Oh, they're flying all over the place.
Not good.
there was a lot of people pissed off that they're canceling the March Madness tournament. And I understand. I know I love the tournament as well.
Same.
But if the pro leagues are canceling everything, doesn't it seem silly to have amateur players going out there, flying them across the country? And it's more than the games. It's more than the arenas. Like you brought up, the travel, planes, all that stuff. It just doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
It just doesn't. And it's, unfortunately, I mean, for people that don't understand that, I don't know, it's all, why not take the caution? Why not? And that's what Italy has been trying to tell the United States. Mm-hmm. Hey guys, we didn't take the caution. We didn't take this that serious either, and now we're in a super predicament.
Yeah.
And that's the real thing about the virus that people aren't understanding, or people that don't take it that serious, is they don't think about, you're going to get sick and maybe you'll be healed up and you'll be fine. But what if you do have to go get hooked up to a ventilator? What if your mom has to go get hooked up to a ventilator? What if someone else has to go get hooked up to a ventilator, family member, whoever, and there's not enough ventilators because all these people didn't take it serious enough, and we're out. We're out of beds. We're out of hot. That's what's going on in Italy right now. I'm talking to my man Mario Lombardi earlier today, and he has family in the old country, which is what they call Italy. And I hit him up. I was like, dude, how's the family in the old country, man? Like, what's going on? And because his parents are fresh off the boat Italian. Uh-huh. And he's like, dude, it's scary. It's really scary. Luckily, my family is good for the most part, but my cousin's a doctor over there. And he said it's like a war zone. It's insane.
I've heard that a couple times.
We're having to decide who lives and who dies based off of age and what they have. And we're talking about people that don't have the virus, people that have cancer that can't get treatments because they're trying to save these people's lives that are supposedly healthy and still need the help of a breathing machine.
Yeah, they're saying people that have a stroke or had a stroke, you might as well stay at home and take some aspirin and chill because you ain't getting helped.
Wow.
That's crazy, dude.
Right. And that's how it's going down over there. So that's it's not hysteria. Mm-hmm. It's people trying to limit the spread. It's people trying to be informed. And we're finding things out every other day about the virus that we didn't know. We're learning new stuff all the time. And there's a ton of misinformation out there too. And we'll get into that in a little bit. But for the people, like I said, that aren't taking it serious, just step outside yourself for a little bit. Step outside. Oh, I'm fine if I get it. I'm fine if I get the flu. I've had the flu. I'm going to heal up. It's like step outside of all that. Mm-hmm. Look at humanity in general.
It's larger than just you.
Yeah, right. And I mean, if that's you, I mean, that speaks volumes. I mean, it speaks to the kind of person you are. You know what I mean?
That's the funny thing about like the soap and stuff and sanitizer being all bought up is that people are they're just thinking about themselves.
Right.
You want the rest of the community to be clean and healthy too, to protect yourself.
To protect, exactly.
You're taking all the soap off the shelf, and
so you're
other
clean
people can't wash their hands.
And the people that,
it's ridiculous. Like everybody's just thinking about
great point,
themselves.
Jalal. Yeah. Great point.
And also, what's up with all the toilet paper, man? I haven't heard a damn thing about this virus making people shit their ass.
It's we talked about it kind of on the last show. Yeah. People, it's the self-quarantining. They think they're going to run out of toilet paper, which I
do that anyways.
How much you
just because I hate going to the grocery store so much. Every time I go to Walmart, I stockpile.
Yeah.
Stockpile TP.
Dude, I mean, if worse came to worse and I'm trapped in my house for 6 months, I'll fucking start wiping my ass with the shirt, a couple of shirts, and fucking wash them, dude.
Like I said, Dallas Cowboy shirts.
I'll shit in a fucking cloth like I'm a 4-year-old, dude. If I have to live in my house and stay alive, like I don't give a crap.
Yeah,
that's the last thing, like luxury.
If we're at a TP, I'll get some Depends.
That's the last luxury on earth that I need, bro. If I'm trying to survive, like toilet paper, I'll wipe my ass with 100 other things.
I'll give you guys a pro tip. Okay.
Yeah, give me a pro tip, Jalal.
Go to Home Depot.
Okay.
Get you the little hose that you can attach, and you can just wash your ass.
Like a bidet, like your own little...
It's not a bidet, it's just a hose.
Oh, wow, that sounds cold.
Every foreign person already has one in their house. That's a life hack for you.
Say it again. Go to Home Depot.
Home Depot.
You get the which hose now?
It's some type of hose. It's a little spray
That's
hose
not very
that
specific,
you can attach to your...
It sounds like a lot of...
They'll know what you're talking about.
Sounds like I'm going to be buying and returning quite a few times.
But it's not a bidet because there's no control. It's just a hose.
It's a tiny hose. I don't know where it hooks up to, some type of water supply, and it just sprays some water out.
What do you mean you don't know where it hooks up to? Where does it hook up to at your house?
Somewhere in the bathroom. I don't know. Just go to Home Depot, man.
Well, somewhere on the water line, you would think.
This is the worst advice I've ever gotten. This is the worst pro tip I've heard in my life. Go to Home Depot, Buy some kind of hose, and it hooks up somewhere.
Not some kind of hose. It's specific. There's a specific hose. Just tell them, yo, I need the hose for the bathroom.
You tell them the hose for the bathroom. Sir, do you need it for your sink? Do you need it for your toilet?
I need it to wash my ass. They'll be like, oh, okay, I got you. Let me take you to aisle 18.
I need the ass washer hose.
He's throwing out gems. He's throwing out gems. The ash washer hose.
Oh my god! I don't feel sick anymore all of a sudden, but I got to take a leak. This is crazy. I don't know what we're gonna do.
Oh my gosh!
Just keep me focused on some jokes.
We're gonna need to take some.
Dallas, we're 30 minutes
commercials
into the show.
Hey, I'm holding it, man.
You pissed right before we got on air.
Hey,
and you got to piss again.
Said semi-pro tip.
That is good.
That's like D League or G League pro tip.
G League tip, yeah. D League tip for sure. What was I saying? I was about to roast you for something I don't remember.
My fault.
Oh, probably the bathroom
stuff. Every 30 minutes.
Oh, no, because before the show, Dal was trying to pass off his weak, shitty bladder as, I think maybe I just, when you're new to drinking water, I don't drink a lot of water. So when you're new to it, maybe you just, you got to pee a little while. Maybe that's why you don't, because I told him, I was like, I don't really piss that much, but I drink a ton of water. And he's like, but you've been doing it for a while. Maybe since I'm new.
You got to build an immunity to it.
Immunity. Exactly.
You know what I mean? I don't have that built yet.
He said you got to build up a tolerance to pissing.
My bladder's not that tough yet.
Instead of like his bladder's going to get tough.
Yeah, what does your bladder do with the monster? It just like evaporates.
Yeah, I think so. Well, sodas and caffeine and all those carbonated drinks, they actually do the reverse. They dehydrate your body. So that's probably what happens. I'm already dehydrated, so I'm going double dehydrated.
Double D.
Double D over here.
Cameron Grant, he understands. I second Jalal. My buddies have that installed.
My guy.
Well, did you ask for a hose? Or did you ask for a special hose?
Yeah, what, Cam?
I'm sure there's a
he said game changer in capital letters. Cam, can you give me a better description than that?
Can you give us the name?
Go to Home Depot, ask for the hose for the toilet, and it hooks up somewhere.
Do you have an aisle number? Do you have an aisle number?
Yeah, can I get A3?
Look, Amazon says bathroom water spray. That's about as
a bathroom
descriptive as it gets.
A bathroom water sprayer?
A bathroom water sprayer, not spray.
Wow.
Let's do this. We talked about a little bit earlier about the UFC fight coming up. Mm-hmm. Actually, before I move that, I'm sorry. I wanted to play this before we exit NBA and March Madness and all that shit being canceled. I want to play this clip of Mark Cuban. Did you guys hear Mark Cuban talking about just class act down there in Dallas, taking care of his staff and his people that aren't going to be able to be paid, his event staff? Here's Mark Cuban talking about that.
When some of the things were coming up that we might not play games, and this was yesterday, I reached out to the folks at the arena and our folks at the Mavs to find out, what it would cost to financially support people who aren't going to be able to come to work. They get paid by the hour, and this was their source of income. And so we'll do some things there. We may ask them to go do some volunteer work in exchange, but, we've already started the process of having a program in place, and I don't have any details to give, but it's certainly something that's important to me.
Bro,
that's tight.
Salute Mark Cuban, man.
How sick is that, dude? And he wins twice right there. Dude, where's my Joe Dirt, bro?
Because of the volunteer work or what?
You win twice, brother. That's good biz.
That's good biz.
Bro, he wins twice there, yes, because of the volunteer work. Not only is he getting his people paid, that's a win. He's getting those people to go give back in the Dallas community, and they're probably giving back having to do with this virus, having to do with helping, having to do with
probably 3 times, because they're probably going to set it up in a way where it's going to be a tax write-off.
Probably like 3 times.
Some type of donation.
Probably 3 times. Marky 3 times.
You don't get on Shark Tank for no reason.
Dude, that's crushing, bro. Like, one of the illest owners. I've just loved that guy ever since he came in the league as the young upstart owner, as the young upstart billionaire that came in the league, the loud owner wearing T-shirts and jeans and running out on the court and going over behind the bench and noogieing Dirk Nowitzki while he's sitting on the bench and like just causing ruckus. Mark Cuban is the man, dude.
He is.
Mark Cuban's the man. Well, Mark Cuban is not the only person who's given back. Kevin Love, it just came out this evening, and maybe there are some other people as well. Those are the 2 I've seen. Mark Cuban and Kevin Love. Kevin Love donates $100,000 to arena workers and staff impacted by suspended NBA season in Cleveland.
Oh, that's dope.
So that's pretty cool, man. So I like that Mark Cuban kind of sparked it and spawned it off, and now other people are jumping on board. I also heard a soundbite. There was a soundbite that I don't have the soundbite, but I heard the soundbite earlier as well from another person saying that those are the guys that are our backbone. If they're not there every night, we get to go out and play. So whoever, I'm going to do whatever I can to help if that requires donating money or time or whatever I got to do, So I think there are a lot of players that are really trying to jump in and help, because that's who this shit really affects. I mean, that's another thing, dude. Like, the people that aren't taking this serious, do you have any friends and family in industries that this is affecting? Do you have any friends and family in an industry that this is going to hit really hard? This is another reason that it's more than just, oh, I'm cool. I'm going to heal up fine. I'll be fine.
It's just the flu.
I'll be sick for 2 weeks.
I think that's the whole reason why this keeps spreading, is because nobody cares until it's at their doorstep.
Yeah, it affects their mom.
We heard about it in China, and we're like, it's a Chinese problem, whatever. And then it spreads, and we're like, all right, it's still not here.
And we're not talking hysteria. We're not talking let's go crazy about it. We're not talking let's be responsible. Let's be aware.
Put a plan in place.
And let's be informed. That's what we're saying to do here. It's not rocket science, man.
If you don't have to leave your house, don't leave your house. It's basic stuff.
And I mean, you guys saw the stock market today.
Oh, wow.
I mean, this thing is just demolishing our economy right now. And I know it's in the short term, but how far is it going to go? And this is a situation where, man, if this thing does go far, cash is king. Just like it was in 2008. If you've got cash in the bank, Dal, love it. Dal, you actually need this to take everything to the floor. I swear to God, if this took everything to the floor, you could take the money you have now, probably invest in 4 or 5 properties, and be a millionaire in 5 years.
That sounds great.
I'm serious. If this went 08 style, you could take your money. Hell yeah! And be in the game, bro. Really, really in the game. That's what you should be hoping for.
Well, the crazy thing is, I saw this on Twitter, and I don't know how true it is or how true it isn't, but there's been a lot of people talking about they are giving over $1.5 trillion to help with this, to help bolster this stock market and the crashing that it's been doing.
Yes, dude.
The rich get richer. I'm just saying.
Right.
They don't want to do that. You know what $1.5 trillion can do to tests? To get the U.S. on track, to get these testing facilities up, to get the test supplies up and running. Again, man, the rich just get richer. But I like where you're going with that. Like, hey, Dallas, got some cash. Let's be a multimillionaire, Dallas. I'm with it.
I was just saying, like, if it was that kind of crash, like, dude, I wish. Like, I had money back at that day, but I was just an idiot kid. And like, I didn't have money, but I had some places where I could have bought a property, and I could have got crazy sick value, but I didn't have any direction. No one to lead me. So I went and rented an apartment downtown like a moron, like a dumb young kid.
Yeah.
And then I went out every weekend, spent a bunch of money doing that. And then my friends came and crashed at my house every other weekend. It was annoying the shit out of me because they just wanted to party and go downtown too. And it was so cool and it was so tight. And I missed out on all this investment money that I could have made. I just feel so annoyed with it, bro. But here's the cool thing. I get to advise you now.
All right.
If this happens again, I get to be because we've talked. You're like, I'm not the greatest at investing my money. I've made some smart decisions and I've worked really hard, but I've never been the greatest investor.
That's true.
At this point. So this may be a sick opportunity. We'll have to see what happens, man.
I like it.
Bitcoin is down to 4,800. No!
God,
Dude.
you were telling me it was just under 6.
30 DJ, bro.
Earlier.
He said I was going to cash out at 61 this morning. I was going to cash out at 69, and I'm still in, shooting myself.
When did you get in, though?
I've been in, bro. But no, here's the thing. Sports gambling. I sports gamble with a lot of Bitcoin because it's easy to transfer it in and out of the site. You don't have to do no credit cards. You don't have to do no banks. Yeah. So, but here's the bad part. You throw money into Bitcoin. It takes 5 days to clear. So while the 5 days I'm waiting, I just wanted to put it in Bitcoin. I just wanted to throw $500 in there to move it into the betting account, so I'd be ready to go. March Madness, want to lock in some shit, whatever. Futures, actually, what I really wanted to do.
Futures, yeah.
What I really wanted to do, my stepbrother made a very smart bet. Shout out to my man, Hetty. He made a great bet a few weeks ago. He took the Lakers to win the Western Conference. And it was almost even money. It was plus 110. So he put up 200 to win 220. I was like, damn, that's a great bet. I want to throw 500 on that. I think that's an easy 500. Lakers going to win the Western Conference. I don't know if they win the finals, but they're definitely going to represent the Western Conference.
You would think.
They're going to beat the Clips. They're going to get through, who's the other worry? Obviously the Nuggets.
The Nuggets aren't too much of a
The
concern.
other worry? Rockets. Over there in the Western
Rockets are the
Conference.
fourth seed?
Right. Well, as it stands, who knows?
As it stands, yeah. Oh, God, who knows?
Who knows where that goes? But
I think you just give the Raptors the championship. They've won 2 years in a row now.
what about this?
No more NBA.
What about this? If the NBA resumes, the NBA said today, they came out with a statement, said they're going to reevaluate in 30 days. If they reevaluate in 30 days and it seems like everything is steadied, everything is okay within 30.
We in basketball through the summer?
Well, you said not till 120 days. You don't see any steadying. Dow, you're looking at you're on the long game.
I'm saying 90.
80 to
I'm
120.
saying
90
90 days. We should be hopefully seeing
kind of
some
stabilization.
maybe.
Okay,
type-
so 90 days. So these fools, and that's another 2 months after their first reevaluation.
Yeah.
So you're saying it's gonna be a while, but let's call it in the middle. Let's say they resume at 60 days from now, 2 months. How do they do that? Do they just pick up from where they left off? Or do you just immediately go with where the standings are now and start the playoffs today? Where the standings are now, so we don't need to play all these meaningless games. Let's get into the playoffs. Postseason basketball, out the gate, here we are.
I don't know if you could just start.
Why
can't
couldn't
just
you?
pick it right
No,
back
people
up.
don't understand.
You could. So NBA games are not to be played. You cannot play games. The NBA has made it clear that you can still work out. You can still work out with your team, so they're just trying to manage kind of the fans.
Oh, so you're saying they can stay in shape?
They can still stay in shape.
Is that what you're saying?
No. I'm saying that's not fair as far as the standings
That's
go.
what I thought you were saying.
Gotcha.
He's not arguing it's not possible
gotcha.
from a physical.
Maybe they come back and say, all right, we got another 20 games, 10 games, something. But to pick right up where you left off at and nobody knew this was going to happen, it doesn't seem fair.
I think you start the playoffs.
Pull up the standings.
Let's go do or die. Let's do playoffs now.
I agree. That's exactly what I think. Do not waste time on playing any of the meaningless games at the rest of the regular season. Everyone knows we had a pandemic. Everyone knows we had a crazy situation occur. I think everyone's going to understand that this is not possible to restart the NBA season from where we left off and then play playoffs. Because then guess what? Basketball ends the end of August, and then at the beginning of September when the finals are going on when the football season's kicking off. And then they're starting again in October.
And
they're starting again in a month and a half.
It's a level playing field as well for injuries. You're talking these fools have got rest and they have gotten well.
Right.
They've gotten rid of a lot of injuries. I think it's a level playing field from that perspective as well.
Yeah.
You already, for the most part, have the players that are going to be there.
The teams, you mean?
Yeah, I meant like the players in the league. Like Milwaukee Bucks versus the Lakers, first seed.
What do you mean, first seed? That's Western and Eastern.
Yeah, it's Western Eastern. Yeah.
What are you talking about? You're confusing me.
Is that like the championship you're talking about? Because I can see that.
I'm talking about the finals.
The finals.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what you just
saying
think?
the top of the league, like they're most likely going to face each other.
Okay,
anyways.
so if that's what you think, then you're arguing against your own point there. Because you're basically telling me we don't even need the playoffs.
I came back and just said, yeah, you're kind of right because the players that are going to be there, they were pretty much already at the top of their conference.
All right, you're on mine and Dow's train now.
I think it sucks for like the 7th, 8th seed. You could argue that. You could even argue like maybe a 6th seed, just getting into the playoffs. But
that's
outside
what I'm
of that,
saying.
I'm looking at like the
low seeds
Trailblazers.
where right the
9th seed.
Your 7, 8 seeds and stuff. Those teams are not shuffling enough. If you were on the edge to get in or out, maybe you're pissed off you didn't get in. But guess what? That's just what happened. Mm-hmm. Sorry, we had a shortened season this year. We can't play the rest of the games. You should have won more games earlier in the season. We didn't know we were going to have a shortened season either.
Right.
Sorry to hear that. We apologize. Move on. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like, everyone's got to understand. You can't pick up off where they left off. You can't just pick up with the rest of the season to go and the playoffs to go and end your season in September.
Think about
and then try to pick it up in October.
Think about how some of these juniors and seniors feel with March Madness being canceled. You know what I mean? Like, these fools ain't going to be able to play for the chip, dog.
Yeah.
On their junior or even senior years, dude.
They just miss it.
They just miss it. Like, sorry.
That's pretty crazy.
That's really crazy.
Your senior season, like, you can't even just come back for the tournament because you've pretty much played a whole season. You just didn't play the tournament. Everything else you pretty much played.
And maybe they change eligibility next year because of this unforeseen circumstance that has never happened. Like, March Madness has never not happened. Maybe they change that from an eligibility constraint. But if they don't, pregnant or you're not, You missed your championship senior year opportunity, possibly.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy.
Exactly. UFC events. We talked about the Khabib Nurmagomedov fight. Khabib Tony Ferguson. This is a fight that they hyped the promo. Dude, yeah. I stood up off the couch watching that promo during UFC 48 last week, and I was so excited.
Who kicked my belt?
Yeah.
Who kicked my belt?
Oh, dude, I'm so pumped for this fight, even though I think Ferguson's going to get killed. And by killed, I mean he might get laid on. He might get just wrestled and held down, and there's just nothing he can do. But that just speaks to what Khabib can do on the ground. His wrestling game is just stupid. But Ferguson's so explosive
and scary.
Fast,
you don't know what's coming next.
Right.
His training regimens are so intense and weird.
That's why I'm excited.
He's slicker than grease at times, and maybe he can get out of a Khabib on the ground system. We haven't seen it.
This is supposed to take place April 18th. What do you think? What is your initial thought on how this goes down? We're talking, what is this? We're at the 12th, so basically a month out.
Yeah. Well, Jalal and I kind of talked about it briefly a little bit, and, we're under the impression that if anybody can pull it off, it's probably the UFC. And the reason our thinking behind this is because all the rigorous testing they do up until, like, the weigh-ins, and, they're testing after the fight, pre the fight, going through all these different disciplines, and Jalal and I, we don't know what testing looks like, and we're not behind the scenes guys, but we have to think that there's probably a lot more testing going on and more regularly and rigorously with the UFC than maybe some of the other organizations. I say that loosely because of the amount of money that is one fight, one purse, right? I think there's more testing. So a logical thinker should say, well, they're probably being tested for a lot of shit during this time, so they can probably be tested for that. The argument to that side, though, so if I'm playing devil's advocate, that says, well, but what about the people that put the Vaseline on the eyebrows? What about the people that, are holding their shirts and holding gloves and walking out, and the gloves and the sparring and the training programs, because they spend a shitload of money on a training program, dude. Hundreds of thousands of dollars for a great training, camp. So for me, if anybody can do it, it's probably the UFC, and you can have an empty arena. I don't think that helps or hinders necessarily as much as it does, with any other sports organization. But I'm going to say, I hope so, but just with all the things that have happened within the last 24 hours, multiple organizations shutting down and letting it go and giving it up on it and just really doing the right thing for humanity, I'd probably say the UFC does the same thing.
Canceled?
Canceled.
You?
I don't think so.
Jalal, you're still in.
I think
you're still in.
It just seems like they have less to manage than like the NBA, like the whole
kind of like what he's talking about,
and the staff. They do have people, doing the Vaseline and all that, but I think there's just less to manage.
But with the way it's been spreading, with how quickly the last 48 hours and then the last 24 hours, with how this is just the wildfire this has turned into. That's why
I got to say no.
That's it. I'm with you, Dow.
And with the majority of the money coming from pay-per-view, people watching at home anyways, it just seems like they would figure out a way to do it.
We definitely need some entertainment at home. There's no doubt about that.
What was the tweet? You said someone tweeted out a little while ago, like right before the show, actually.
Yeah.
What was that?
So it's a guy by the name of Ali Abdelaziz.
Okay.
I'm sorry if I butchered that. I apologize, but he is
pretty good.
Is it?
Yeah.
All right. Hell yeah, man. So he basically says, guys, at Team Khabib versus Sunglasses is happening April 18th. UFC always finds a way with or without fans. The fight is going down. People at home need entertainment. This was just tweeted out 29 minutes before the show.
Our show?
Yeah. So
he's according to him.
And what's his relation to the
he's just one of those guys,
like an MMA writer.
Yeah, he's a beat writer essentially. Okay. So he's not Ariel Helwani. He's not the bigger names.
He's just on the beat.
He's just on the beaten path.
He's Hashim the Beat.
To seeing this happen.
You guys remember that guy?
No, never heard of it.
Oh, shut
wrestler?
up. Both of you? Neither of you don't know who Hashim the Beat?
No,
dude. He was he was supposed to be this great this great NBA player back in the mid 2000s.
Okay.
He came out of, I don't even remember where he went to college now. He only went there 1 year. He was a one and done. Hashim the Beat?
Don't know.
Dude, his name was The Beat.
That's tight.
That shocks me. How do you guys not know Hashim the Beat? Anyway, I'm with Dallas. I agree with Dallas. I think UFC is not going to go down. I think it's going to be canceled, just like everything else. Flights?
I think
Go ahead.
soccer or something. Premier League said they're going to continue. Is that soccer? Premier League?
Yeah, English Premier,
Yeah.
little EPL Sunday mornings.
They're going to keep it rolling.
For a little bit. I just think
there's an
everything's
outbreak.
Yeah, I just think everything's
For a little
gonna-
bit,
Yeah, for a little bit. I think everything's going to come to a head. It's just
Well, dude, look at the NCAA yesterday. First they were just going to play games in front of no fans, and now today they're
People
canceling.
in the chat are saying that dude is a manager for UFC fighters.
Is he?
Oh, there you go.
Damn, I thought he was a writer.
Oh, sorry, I didn't.
I got to do a little bit more
I didn't
research.
verify that, but what's his name?
Ali,
Abdelaziz.
and
I'll
you know
check it
Dal's
out.
pronunciation, so he's probably got that right on.
Abdelaziz. Well, that's not bad. I think it's good.
I like how he checks himself.
I was literally looking at it doing phonetics.
Abdelaziz.
I was
Yeah,
doing phonetics,
sounds good.
phonetics in my head. You know?
Abdelaziz, yeah, that's good.
Abdelaziz.
Let's do this. You and I. It was funny. We were talking about flights going to Vegas. We're like, damn, flights are mad cheap, super
Yes.
cheap. You were telling us your brother is flying overseas.
My one of my brothers just went back. He went.
Wait.
back to-
What? How does that affect with the Trump travel ban? Because he banned. What did he ban? Travel.
Yeah, so
to
let's,
Europe?
Yeah, so let's look at it. So
Europe,
the
from
U.S.
Europe to here.
Yeah, so the U.S. will suspend
not
all
US to
travel
Europe.
from Europe to the United States
Gotcha.
for 30 days in the latest dramatic response from the
Gotcha.
growing pandemic, from his little address last night
Gotcha.
to the nation.
Okay,
Yeah.
so no effect on your brother at all.
Well, so he flew into Jordan.
From here?
And he lives in the Palestinian territory. So what happened over there was they let his son go through. He had a child with him. He was like 4 years old.
Okay.
But he was held for almost a full day in where they were just, it was some facility where they were doing testing. So like he was passing
Wow.
through this border from Jordan to the Palestinian territories. And yeah, they held him for a full day until they got his test results back. And they're saying over there it's spreading pretty crazy.
And he's not worried about it going back over there. Oh, you were telling me they were shutting the borders or whatever.
Yeah,
weren't they?
the Israeli army pretty much said, or the Israeli government said that anybody that's coming in now has to be in quarantine for 2 weeks.
Oh, so that includes your brother.
No,
No,
that
it
was starting
doesn't.
Thursday.
Oh, wow.
So he went home, but he said
He
he's
made it in
chilling,
the-
he's staying home.
So
He's
like
not-
the gate was coming down like this, and it was like the Indiana Jones style.
Yeah.
He just slid
He
under
already-
it,
he already
and then
had
his
it
hat
booked
was
and
still
stuff.
on the other side, and he, reached back and
Yeah.
he grabbed his hat underneath the gate.
Because I was here. Remember last episode? I
like
called
that.
him and I was like, "Dude, what are you gonna do? They're about to quarantine
Yeah, I
you for
know.
2 weeks." And he's like, "No, it starts Thursday, so he's good."
Crazy. Was his flight just stupid empty too?
I don't know, but I saw somebody else post on social, and the entire flight was empty.
Oh, where were
Like
they
there was
flying
like
to?
3 rows. One of my homies, he's in Turks and Caicos right now, chilling on the beach. I was like, "Dude, you're crazy." But he had his feet kicked up on the flight, and then the rows behind him and in front of him.
And
were
now
empty.
he's going to be kicked up drinking margs,
Right,
just having a great time.
right.
And here I'm worried about a dry throat.
A little bit of a scratchy throat.
By the way, still got to take a leak, but man, I'm holding strong. Have you noticed?
I didn't think about it.
I want to see if he can make it back. I want you to try to take a leak when we run.
Did you see me still drinking too?
Fortify app.
Man, I'm strong like bull.
I want
they
to
say,
see if
you
you
know
can
what I mean?
make it, but you're not gonna have time to wash your hands, so never mind.
The Fortify. There's no way he makes it in
There's
and
no way.
back.
Hey, over under, man. I'm with you because I can take Clorox wipes with me. So you know,
You're gonna burn your dick.
and, I wouldn't wipe my dick with it. Hey, you're gonna burn your dick, huh?
gross.
Wait, can we get a soundbite out
Too
of
much
that?
cross contamination.
Yeah, probably.
Hey, get the timestamp on that so I can get. I'll get the sound on that.
All right, I got it marked over
Mental
here.
note. All right.
Burn your dick. Wow.
All right, so check this out. So we talk about Trump and obviously suspending all travel from Europe to the United States. Let's talk a little bit about traveling. So Jalal kind of gave a little bit of history of his brother, kind of where he's at. We've talked about some of these Turks and people just traveling on vacation all of a sudden because the prices are so unbelievable, right?
People can't resist.
It's just they can't not. I even saw on Twitter like 4 or 5 days ago. Now I know Princess Cruises and another cruise line. I can't remember. I don't know if it was Carnival or not. But have come out and said we've suspended some of the cruise travels as well. So that being said, people were buying cruises up till like 3 or 4 days ago because it was so cheap as well. And for that, I'm just like recirculating air. We already know what. Like, why are you buying yourself that wish? That's just but whatever. People
Have
are
you made your decision on the Mexico trip yet?
No,
just gonna wait and-
Robin and I haven't yet, and yeah, I think we have time to wait. That's what's great. We bought travel insurance, so we're
cancel
good to go. So I think we can cancel up until like 24 hours before the trip. So obviously we're gonna wait on that and see what that looks like. But that being said, as we look at some of these flights and as we look at kind of what's happening out there, I have some numbers which are, at least I thought, were kind of interesting. So if you look at kind of where we're at and where we stand, even just a year ago, which is wild. So check this out. So average airfare prices in the U.S. We're down 20% compared to the same time a year ago. So we're obviously 20% down already than what we were a year ago. I think that number probably goes up to 30-40% possibly as the outbreak kind of hits its head, while international airfare is down 15%. Now, this is all from money.com as of March 9th, but that just goes to show you kind of what we're looking at, from just a year basis. And this is obviously a month and a half that the U.S. has really been dealing with this, right? Speaking from them only. Now, the temptation is obviously there. We've talked about some of these fools just flying out, doing whatever they want. You've got flights right now, round trips, as low as $99.
Round trip?
To Oahu.
Wow.
Dude,
Wow.
you know
$99 round trip.
Dude, you know how much it was like to fly to Hawaii, dude.
$800
even just a
at
month or
least.
two ago.
What it was to fly to Vegas?
Dude, you could fly to London for the same price you could fly to Hawaii a month or two ago. It's so expensive to go to Hawaii.
Yeah, right.
You're talking $100 round trip, sometimes $100 one way, each way.
Yeah.
Even $200, let's say, on an 8-hour flight
Right.
to Oahu. It's very alluring. How about a $39 flight to go see our boy one way, John King, in Orlando?
Oh, man.
$39 to get all the way to Florida.
$39.
Like, dude, I spent more than that on a buffet.
Midsole, is there... Okay, we're going to talk about it later in sneakers, but there's 5 big-time drops coming out this weekend.
This Saturday.
Midsole, can you guarantee us some cops? Can you reach out to your connections in the game down there, hold us down, and we will fly down there for $39.
We're under $100 round trip.
We're coming down this weekend, Midsole. Get your couch ready.
Yeah.
Midsole. I keep calling him Midsole.
Midsole. Get your couch and floor ready. We're coming through, man. And then another one that I kind of looked at was obviously New York. I don't know. They've got some hotbed of corona over there as well. I think the whole U.S. does.
Hotbed.
Let's. Is that what is it?
That's just like a term you say when something's good, I think.
Oh,
like,
hotbed?
Oh, yeah, man, we got this. That's like you opened a flip-flop stand down on South Padre Island. Oh, yeah, we opened this flip-flop stand, man. It's a little hotbed down there. College kid, college hotbed.
I think the use was sound there.
You think so?
Okay.
Hotbed, like
I'll take the L.
Like a hot
Thanks,
spot.
Jalal. 2 versus 1.
Take that L.
2 versus 1. Who wins that one? So another one to New York. You're talking a round trip, $130.
New York?
New York.
Not bad. For more expensive than Hawaii, though.
Yeah,
It's
I'm
kinda
telling that
crazy.
Oahu is looking good.
That Oahu is nice.
Because
though,
you're
right?
away from a lot of people. Is that
No, just because
Just 'cause.
Hawaii is sick.
Would you still be worried
That
about
price.
Corona there?
Hell yeah.
You'd still be the same paranoid?
Oh, yeah.
Still be, all right. Same anxiety.
Anichov says, "Hey, I'm in Orlando as well."
Oh!
So Anichov, well, hey, can you guarantee us some pairs?
Yeah, who's going to lock us in, man? There's some hype shit going on.
We could start making a lot of money if we can get some guaranteed pairs at 39 or what was it? 99 a flight? Yeah. John King does say, "Come on down. I have a test to perform when you get here."
Oh, like
Yeah.
for Corona?
I would
You
assume
got to
so.
do the hold your
Yeah.
breath test.
Yeah, you got to do hold the breath.
Yeah, Dallas did the hold your breath before the show. He's fine.
We're good to go. I'm drinking hype water.
And he's drinking a ton of water. He's fine, guy.
I do have to take a leak.
He's fine.
We're fine though.
He's absolutely fine. Let's just
We
let's
should
finish
catch up on the comment on the
Is there a lot of
the
stuff?
paid comments.
Yeah, and
Oh,
There's
my
one
bad,
earlier that
bro.
we
well,
totally didn't
and real
do.
quick before you get there, let's wrap this one up. So with all those great prices, do you think, because we were just talking about it, like doing the right thing for humanity, you can be selfish, and I'm not calling anybody selfish here, but you can be selfish, or should you do the right thing, avoid those great flights, and try to be a decent
Stay in your closet.
humanitarian and stay in your damn house?
Stay inside, man.
Right.
I was
Stay inside.
when I
Jalal
saw
didn't
the
even-
at the beginning. I saw those flights. I was like, oh, it's about to go up, but no, I don't think it's worth it.
Yeah.
He didn't even want to. Was questionable. Not he didn't want to. He was questionable about coming to the show today.
Yeah, he was like, "Hey, are we still doing this or
Hey,
not?
how about a Skype session, fellas?" He said.
Think we can get audio going?"
He legit said a Skype session. I was very confused. I was like, "No, we can't do a Skype session." But I'm fine if we don't want to do the show. Like, I get it. I respect everyone's Everyone's fear
A
is
lot of podcasts are done over Skype, man.
what's going on. Yeah, but it's not.
If you got your mic, it's going to sound exactly the same. We don't got
then
no
we wouldn't
video,
be
but-
most underrated because we wouldn't be giving good quality with.
I guess.
Not good.
Peter Lee. He did $1.99.
Peter Lee. Let's
Lee.
go.
I haven't seen Peter in a while. Welcome, Peter. Maybe these late nights help Peter better.
Sorry, guys. We got to get better about the super chat. I'm going to try to.
Yeah. I didn't see it.
It's like
I'm sorry.
We
I'm sorry,
ignore the
Peter.
super chat, but we read the regular chat.
I try to, dude. I really try to. I pop in the comments here and there, but I'm trying to focus more on the show.
Yeah.
There's a few
I'll
shows where I was
keep
just
an eye on
comment heavy, and I just takes away from the show for me.
Yeah.
All right, Peter Lee. Let's. Oh man, I forgot the scoreboard. Forgot to light it up. You better make it because of that.
Not even close. That was one of the worst ones I had in a while.
He lit it up.
No
right there.
coronavirus weakness there.
I'm gonna blame the long sleeve. Jeez.
We had one more from Soccer Nate. He says $2.99. He says I got Dal doesn't make it back on time.
Oh,
For the week.
that's true. Hey,
Thank you, Nate.
I think I recognize Soccer Nate. And Soccer Nate, if it's you, sorry I haven't sent you the pictures of the quantums. I think he was interested in the quantums.
Oh.
And Soccer Nate, I apologize. I will get those out to you tonight if that is you.
You can just call him Nate if you want.
Soccer Nate.
Oh, okay.
Nice, Soccer Nate.
Soccer
Soccer
Nate.
Nate.
That's my guy, Soccer Nate.
Okay.
So if it was you, I apologize. I'll get those out tonight. I promise. I've been busy with Corona over here. All right, let's get this in. $2.
$2. Here we go. Oh, nice one,
The
Dal.
full body swing.
I know.
You like that?
Great cash, homie.
Nice shit, Dal. Great
Thank you,
job.
man.
Great job.
I've been practicing. Actually, when you guys weren't here, I was here all day, and I was just taking some reps because I had to see some basketball somewhere.
Dallas, you're getting us banned from John King's house. I don't trust you fools. LOL. Anyone who holds their pee like that got something. I didn't hold any pee. My shit is fine, and I'm banned. That's fine. I'm put on the travel ban.
I'm holding B because my bladder's weak. I'm trying to build it up, John King.
Dude, J-Dub killing kicks over under WrestleMania being canceled. You can't really do an over under on that, J-Dub, but you can do canceled or not canceled.
When
and
is
you
it?
can put odds on it.
First of all.
that's some Jalal style right there. That's some Jalal
I have
vernacular.
no idea what any terminology about betting. I always
Jalal
say,
come in and be like,
"Yeah,
hey,
what's
what do you
the
think about
over-under?"
that? He'll do something.
Yeah.
What do you think about the over under on WrestleMania? Like over under what?
What do you mean?
Like how long one match is going to go, or like over under 60 minutes, or what are we talking?
I'm like, let me get the over under on it.
Yeah, let me
You're like, what are you talking
I'm
about?
like, wait, what? Over under on what? That's funny, J-Dub. But WrestleMania, what do you think? Canceled?
I don't know when it is. What's the date?
April. Early April.
Early April.
Like first week.
It's a wrap.
Yeah, it's a wrap,
that-
dude.
all that BO.
All that BO, dog.
I was going to say.
body odor,
if-
sweat.
If you're thinking UFC's going
Yeah.
cancel on the 18th,
Same thing.
WrestleMania's got to be in a similar fashion. Let's wrap this up by just talking about really quick. What are you guys changing in your current day? What are you changing in your current life? What's going to change for you? All that stuff.
Go ahead, Joel.
You said you went to the grocery store the other day.
Just essential trips.
Did you put on? You said you wore gloves
I wore
to the
gloves
grocery
to
store.
Walmart.
No mask.
No mask. If
But gloves.
Shoot, if I had one, I'd consider it a real mask that works. But yeah, it's just essential trips. I'm not doing anything. I'm not kicking it with nobody. I don't need to. I'm not going to do anything I don't need to. Just basically going to the store and coming here to do this.
Wow.
See how much I bet? Never, J-Dub. There you go. It's okay, J-Dub. That's everyone. I'm not shaming you, bro.
I think because we were talking about it earlier with the, we got the stats from Ohio and all that. I just think it's so much more widespread than we know. We just haven't. There's not enough testing happening. I think yesterday they said the CDC did 0 tests. There was another.
Oh, you were talking about what was that thing you saw earlier on Ohio?
Yeah, the Ohio Health Deputy Director is saying that there's evidence of community spread that indicates 1% of Ohioans are carrying the coronavirus. That's 117,000 people.
Woo!
Jeez.
Dang,
Only
1%.
5 have tested positive, though.
Wow. They only have 5 confirmed cases,
Yeah.
but they need to test, but they haven't been testing, right?
They haven't been testing enough people.
Right.
Jeez.
I think that's what we're finding. Like,
Yeah.
the amount of positive tests is just the people that are being tested.
Well, dude, there's a site in Texas, kind of near Houston, that I was reading about, and they're one of the largest testing facilities right now, currently in Texas, and they're only able to do 30 to 40 tests a day.
30?
At one of the largest facilities in Texas. That's just how planned and how many tests they don't have. And
GoldenEye says he got some N95s on the way. I do need some. I will cop off
N95s on the way.
N95 masks.
Oh, the
He
ones
must
with the
have had
big
some
filter.
bots monitoring the.
I was like, I missed out on
3M
that.
site.
What shoe is that? I was all confused.
N95s. Are those the
I was like, N95s. When did those drop? What are those?
Air Max Days coming up? Is that what it is?
What about you, Dal? What are you changing day to day?
Yeah, I wouldn't say what I'm changing. Let's bring Robin and I into the whole equation. What we're changing. So obviously the date nights, going to restaurants, which this is kind of a double-edged sword in my opinion, because these restaurants, these businesses, especially the small businesses, for God's sakes, and I know Trump says, well, let's route some loans for the small businesses, and that probably sounds pretty good to some out there, but when it comes down to it, I think, the coronavirus obviously takes a lot of business away from these small businesses, these restaurants. So date nights and, kind of having our dinners week to week are probably going to falter a little bit. We're going to do a little bit more cooking at the house, a little bit more prepping. I'm probably going to have to help out with that. I'm not very good in the kitchen. I like to stay my ass out the kitchen.
Cookhouse Dal.
But Cookhouse Dal's in the house. And so I think that's what's going to happen. But also with Robin, she is super active, dude, when it comes to workouts. I mean, she pays for workouts, not just a gym. She'll pay to go have this certain instructor at this certain almost like Muscle Confusion. So like Orange Theory, what they do. And
is it like the instructor? Have you ever seen that movie, Couples Retreat?
Yeah. Oh my God.
I'm so glad you've seen that.
Oh, jeez, I know exactly what you're talking about. I'm over here trying to win Guitar Hero, and she's over there with the instructor. Gets out of the pool, and he's like, hello.
Dude, when he's stretching those chicks, and he's like,
yes, I like that. Yes.
That might be the second best impression you ever do.
Oh, nice. All right.
My eyes are watering.
I'm hot over here, man. I got the Rona, I think. Jeez, what's going on? Yeah. Busting out a sweat over
Oh,
here.
damn. That is so funny. If you guys have ever seen Couples Retreat with Vince Vaughn
Oh, it's a great movie.
and Jon Favreau. Oh, bro.
Yeah.
There's a yoga instructor. Not a yoga. Is he yoga instructor? Pilates instructor?
Yeah, yoga.
He's like a Pilates or yoga beach instructor. And that fool was he's stretching out these dudes wives and girlfriends and shit, and he's getting very intimate with it.
Yo, I think John King got a peek at your screen. He's like, "What the hell is TTF looking at?" You got Chet King up.
Oh yeah, it's Chet Hanks.
Chet Hanks.
Yeah, I was gonna play this clip of Chet Hanks talking about. This is kind of weird. Well, not weird, but he's just talking about his parents got coronavirus. Yeah, I don't know why. Let's talk about Chet Hanks for a second. This guy used to rap. He thought he was good at rapping. He had this crazy black scent that he used to just. It was just like
it wasn't like Jamaican or
forced
Rastafarian
black
or
accent.
something.
It was terrible. So now he doesn't have that anymore. In this video, he doesn't have that. He's actually just talking like a normal person, but he's sitting here with his shirt off. He's tatted the hell up. He looks like basically, if I could show you, he looks like a dollar bill.
He does.
Go Dallas's camera. Go to Dallas. There you go, because you get a clip of my screen. Look at, he looks like a dollar bill. My man's got the eye peeking out of his chest here.
Oh, yeah.
The Illuminati joint. Mm-hmm. And just tatted the hell up. So he's sitting here and he's giving an update about his parents. I saw this on Complex. And
that was the funniest update, man.
Yeah, here's how it sounded.
What's up, everyone? Yeah, it's true. My parents got coronavirus. Crazy.
Crazy.
In Australia right now because my dad was shooting a movie down there. But I just got off the phone with them. They both are fine. They're not even that sick. They're not worried about it. They're not tripping, but they're going through the necessary health precautions, obviously. But I don't think it's anything to be too worried about. I appreciate everyone's concern and the well wishes, but I think it's all going to be all right. But I appreciate it, and just everybody stay safe out there.
There you go.
They ain't tripping.
There you go. And I'm actually closing Twitter right now. I just closed it. Didn't even want to go click home. Just closed out of my whole Twitter. That ruined my Twitter for a few minutes. I'm gonna go back in fresh in a little bit.
Like, yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, crazy. My parents got coronavirus. Crazy.
But they ain't tripping. They ain't tripping.
Damn it. Now I wish I could run
You
it
think
back.
Tom Hanks called him up? He's like, yeah, we ain't tripping.
I think he might have told him that we ain't tripping.
Probably.
I think he might have said. Did you guys see the pictures on social media? It was like Tom Hanks in quarantine in Australia for 2 weeks, and then I just had a picture of him from Castaway, and he just looks all bearded out and just like overgrown and messed up, you know, just for 2 weeks of quarantine.
It kind of reminds me of like the thirst traps that kind of, you know, more women have kind of been known to do on social media, and then all of a sudden you got Tom Hanks' son doing thirst traps.
You think he was out there just trapping?
Oh yeah, he's trapping, fool.
Well, if he's not getting the attention from rap and doing music,
then you got to trap.
Well, dude, you knew that video was going to get crazy amount of views.
Sure.
It's going to get shared. It's going to go viral.
I mean, Tom Hanks
every
was trending.
news outlet, right? Tom Hanks was trending at the time.
First actor, you know, actress.
So it's like a great opportunity to come on and go live and say, "Hey guys, man, I just want to update you with my shirt off and do some shit, dude, and give you some info, give you a little background on what's going on with the parents, man. They're actually fine. They got coronavirus. Crazy.
Not tripping.
No, but they're not even tripping at all." Let's do On This Day, brought to you by Fortify Luxury Tattoo Aftercare.
You didn't want to tell us about your changes? Or we kind of interrupted Dow's changes? And
We're going into,
changes the daily.
Yeah,
I'll tell you my stuff when I go in, because I'm going to talk about my teaching stuff in the next block. So we'll hit On This Day, and then I'll kind of bring that along, and I'll talk about all that.
On the B block.
Yeah, because I mean, you know, I'm teaching now. That's my changes. You know what I mean? Like, that's what's changing from me day to day. Now I'm out in the public eye, which I wasn't. I was traveling from home to the studio every single day.
Way more controllable.
Way more controllable. Then all of a sudden, I get a teaching job, virus breaks out. They don't want me to teach. They don't want me to have fun. They don't want me to live.
I can't get kicked off the cast.
They don't want me to live, bro.
I can't get kicked off the cast. I'm so good at that. That's crazy.
You are good.
Thank you.
But yeah, so I'll tell you about my teaching shit in a little bit. The On This Day brought to you by Fortify Luxury Tattoo Aftercare. You can go to fortifytattooaftercare.com to check out more information. They offer a few different products on there. The tattoo ointment also comes in these little tiny packs. So you can get the little packs, which are super small, and just rub that ointment on and be able to put that on your tattoo right after you get it. And if you like the product, then you can buy the bigger jar or the foaming rinse or some of the other stuff that they offer there. Like I said, we have a crazy giveaway coming, and I'm going to drop that for you guys on Monday. I was supposed to drop it today, but with the teaching this week and my new schedule, I just have to figure out how to balance stuff better. So I will be dropping that giveaway on Monday in conjunction with my man Chris Roberts and Fortify Tattoo Aftercare. It's going to be really, really sick. So stay tuned. If you love tattoos, it's going to be an awesome giveaway you're going to want to make sure you're a part of. Again, fortifytattooaftercare.com. Use the code MUP10 to save 10% off your order. Have you been searching for a better way to heal and protect your tattoos? Look no further than CBD-infused Fortify Luxury Tattoo Aftercare. Our products are all natural and infused with the highest quality Colorado-grown CBD. Clients love Fortify because it reduces redness, inflammation, and helps their tattoo heal properly. Artists love it because it's perfect to use throughout the entire tattoo process, as the vitamin E and CBD assist with glide without ruining stencils or clogging tubes. Visit FortifyTattooAftercare.com to learn more and to purchase yours today. Also use the code MUP10 to save 10% off your order.
All right, y'all. On this
day, Dal took the quickest piss in history.
No doubt. Made it.
What was that, dude? We both looked at each other.
That wasn't even time to actually take the piss.
That was so crazy. I couldn't have pulled my dick out in that amount of time.
Yeah.
That was nuts. You obviously ran.
Sirius Satellite Radio.
I thought you had to piss. What was that? Did you just get a couple squirts out and you're like, all right, cool, I can make it till the end? Like
No,
a dog? Like
no.
at the corner?
No, it was like when you have a water balloon and instead of like letting it explode, you just squeeze all the water out. It was like
That does not sound good.
just
Dude, your bladder's got to be in trouble, guy. From drinking no water for 30 years and sodas and energy drinks only, you probably have some bladder stuff going on.
I think I would know. I think it would hurt. I think I would have some. I don't know. I'm just saying. But thank you, Jalal. You know what? Are we done with On This Day? That was the quickest piss of all time.
On this day, Dal took the quickest piss in history.
And he's back on the cast, not missing anything. That's tight. All right, so let's do the real one here. So on this day, March 12th, 1894, a company by the name of Coca-Cola is bottled and sold for the first time in its history.
Nice. What year?
1894.
Holy. The house I lived
Yeah.
in on Calumet downtown was built in 1896, dude.
Was it?
That's so crazy. That's just 1890s?
Dang, that's crazy. So check this out. So Coca-Cola history actually began in 1886 when the curiosity of an Atlanta pharmacist, Dr. John S. Pemberton, led him to create a distinctive tasting soft drink that could be sold at soda fountains. He created a flavored syrup, took it to his neighborhood pharmacy where it was mixed with carbonated water and deemed excellent by those who sampled it. At that time, there was also real cocaine involved with it. That's where that kind of pharmacy ties to it, because cocaine obviously was used as obviously treatment in terms of like not an antibiotic, but what am I looking for? Something that allowed it to not hurt.
Remedy?
Not an anesthetic.
Maybe
anesthetic.
not
Allowed
anesthetic.
it to not hurt, like a numbing agent?
Yeah, more of like something like that.
Okay.
Yeah, which was crazy. That's kind of how it originated. But he died in 1888, which is 2 years after he creating it. And then in 1894, obviously, it was sold to a certain salesman, and who actually brought it to life in 1894.
So is that's where the cocaine? You know how you always hear about like Coca-Cola having a trace of cocaine in it and all that stuff. So is that true or false? Like
that is true.
It did to a certain period of time.
Yeah,
not anymore.
Not anymore.
Right.
Absolutely. I can't remember what year that. I mean, you can look that up. But when it stopped.
Okay.
But that was originally a kind of a pain management and or numbing agent that was actually built into it.
Interesting.
So yeah, kind of crazy.
Do you guys drink a lot of soft drinks? I know you do. Well, you used to.
That's why I thought it was important for on this day.
You used to, or do you still?
I mean, I'll still cruise with one.
I
But
know you're still convenience store Dow, but are you hitting the soft drinks like you were?
Not as much. No.
When you were at T-Mobile, what were you drinking?
I was drinking Dr. Peppers, and then I'd have like the 8-ounce Red Bull.
What was the
every
pattern
morning.
of sodas a day?
Probably 2 to 3.
2 to 3 sodas a day.
Yeah.
And you're talking cans or bottles?
I would never finish all of it. I'm not a big finisher with soda. Like I just wanna like have taste.
So we're talking 20-ounce bottles. You're not finishing it.
Yeah, I'm drinking about 6 to 7 ounces of each soda.
Not even half?
Not even half.
No way.
So then I'm
Why
wasting
are you buying
money as
3
well.
sodas?
So what I do now though is when I have a soda, have you ever been to King Soopers or any of these grocery stores and you can buy the really, really tiny joints? That's what I buy now.
The little cans.
Yeah, so a little smarter.
Could have
with it.
saved yourself a little bit of money buying those and taking them to T-Mobile instead of being convenience store Dow, copping 3 sodas at the 7-Eleven and drinking less than half of each.
But some days I would save them, you know. If I was at home, I'd put them in the fridge and then.
How long until they're flat?
Oh, dude, like the next day they don't taste the same.
Right.
They're not completely flat the next day, but they don't taste well. So.
You like flat pop? Are you a flat pop guy?
No, absolutely not.
I love flat Sprite, flat Mountain Dew.
Ooh.
I rock with those. You too, Jalal?
Yeah.
Are you a soda guy?
Sprite just hits the throat.
Yeah.
Crazy.
You like the bubble on it, huh?
No,
No,
I
flat.
like flat.
Oh God, you guys
Maybe not completely flat, but
Maybe not like
semi-flat.
6 months sitting in the garage.
You guys are ridiculous.
Maybe just a week flat, bro.
Hey, I don't
You
like.
open
hey,
it, you let it sit for a few hours.
I'm
good to go.
gonna tell you 2 things. Okay, pro tip, whatever you want to think on this.
Semi-pro tip.
I don't like my soda flat, and I certainly don't like my women flat. Let's move on.
Fair enough.
Doesn't TTF drink Monster and Red Bull nonstop? Bro, I drink, I do. Not nonstop. I don't drink Red Bull anymore much. I'm a Monster guy. I buy them on Amazon, and I drink the tea. I drink like either the white tea or the lemonade, and it's basically no sugar or 3 grams of sugar, and then it's, there's all the other stuff in there, whatever. But it's as good as you can get without being, it's not a ton of sugar. That's what I like. And it's tea. It's not carbonated. So this is tea, and the other one's like a Arnold Palmer. It's a tea and lemonade that I drink.
You don't do the carbos.
No, I don't drink carbs. Once in a long while, if I'm craving a green, like let's say it's Saturday morning and I'm going to the car wash to clean my car, I may just treat myself to a green Monster, the sugar joint, the regular original, and over a cup of ice. That's my favorite way to drink it.
Yeah.
Pour it over ice. I may treat myself on a Saturday morning going to clean out my car, need some extra energy, need a little jolt. Maybe once in a long while, or with a Red Bull. But most of the time, the tea, non-carbonated, not a ton of sugar or no sugar.
I always wondered why you did the cup of ice. Was it the ice that you really loved, the Monster over ice, and which is probably correct, or was it also so you didn't have to put your mouth on the can?
Yeah, mostly. I'm not the biggest fan of drinking out of cans. You see me even from time to time. I'll pour it in here.
Right.
I'm just not the hugest can guy. I don't like to pour it in a cup if I don't have ice, but that's my number one way to drink anything. Even ginger ale, dude, I love pouring it over some ice.
See, I love sugar water, but what makes it over the top for me is the carbonation. I love that bubble. Oh my God, the bubble and just the sugar, pure sugar water in whatever you're drinking. I just love that.
Let's catch up on a few real quick.
Soccer Nate, bro. $2.99?
Mm-hmm. Well,
What do you say?
we got a couple guys.
Oh, we have more?
Yeah.
I'm sorry about
We
that,
missed
Jalal.
Tom Yee, too.
We missed Tom Yee. Okay, Soccer Nate, I lost even though Dow took off early. Okay. So
Everybody heard the door, I think, too. You like
Oh, yeah.
slammed the door behind
Dude,
you.
I got out so quick. Yeah, I bet I slammed that door. And was it Chase or AP? Yes, I washed my hands. You saw the towel that I brought back as I was still kind of dapping my hands.
I saw the splatters all over your shirt from how you must have been like this in the thing like you're
Yeah.
5 and it just splashes water all over your sweatshirt. when you
Hopefully
came
that
back
wasn't the pee backsplash.
Oh, whoa.
Just kidding,
Yikes.
fool. Just
Yikes.
kidding. Hey, Soccer Nate, check this out. See if we can go 2 for 2. 2 for Tuesday.
Come on, Dow. Oh, a gangster.
Man, it hurts.
Your ball's back. Hot right now.
All right.
What else we got, Jalal?
Tom Yee says $4.99 for your toilet hose.
Yeah.
All right.
Thank you, Yee.
Franchise actually doesn't need that $4.99. Go ahead and put that towards me. This guy has a job now. So congratulations,
Franchise.
Professor TTF here.
Shooting it up. Oh!
Did that ring around?
A little in and out.
Take that L on the way out.
Little ring around the rosy.
Wish I could have had some in and out in Vegas this next week.
Sorry, Dal. Let's do this. Let's go into. Well, I'll tell my the teaching stuff really quick. So basically, you guys know I got a job teaching at the broadcasting school. So I'm teaching intro to radio. I'm shadowing at a gentleman named Miles. He is a awesome guy. He's worked all over the place in radio. He's done a ton of stuff in radio. The dude's from Texas. He flies back to Texas every Friday to do work on a TV show that he does down there. He's got like 5 or 6 different jobs, and he just hustles. And most of the time in broadcasting, unless you're at the top of the game, more than likely you're going to have a couple jobs to pay your bills fully. And that's just the way the broadcasting game is. You're going to have a few hustles. Certain people like that. Certain people want one structured job. Certain people like to be able to, I'm at this job a couple hours a week. I'm over here a few hours a week. I'm over here. And it's all broadcasting. So it's all in the realm. Mm-hmm. That's kind of what I'm trying to pick up. I'm trying to do this show here. I'm trying to teach at the school. I'm trying to pick up maybe another little gig, a little side gig. I'm actually, I have to send out 2 demos to Westwood One for a hot AC station and a country station, and I'll just voice track it. So basically, I'll do 5 hours of radio for them, just breaks in and out. That was a new Taylor Swift, whatever. Mm-hmm. And then, so I'll track 5 hours of show. They'll play it on the weekends in a smaller market, like in Indiana or like somewhere else where they don't want to pay a DJ a ton of money. They'll just pay me to voice track it for 5 hours. It'll take me about an hour and a half to do that 5-hour shows, but I'll get paid for 5 hours of work. Now I got another little hustle I picked up. So that's my goal, is to do voiceovers, do little shit like that. Excuse me, and just pick up little stuff on the side that I can make money off of broadcasting, doing the thing that I enjoy. Coming in here, podding up the mic, and talking. So that's the direction I'm going here. That's why I got into the broadcasting school, the job. As far as the job goes, man, everyone there is super cool. The students I've dealt with so far have been awesome. I haven't had anyone that isn't engaging or just not working. They definitely let me know that those do exist. Mm-hmm. Students, you just have to like track down and hammer them to get their shit done. And but everyone's
like a school that they're
awesome.
choosing to come to this program
to
learn. So
but that's college, dude. You got to think it's just like a regular college. So like in UNC, when I went to school in college, I can't even tell you how many friends that I went to school with that didn't make it past the first or second year because their parents were paying for college and they just went there and screwed off, and they went and got drunk every night and they just went out.
Hell yes.
I'm over here going out and getting drunk with them and doing shows and partying and going to bed at 4, but I'm getting myself up at 7:30 for that 8 o'clock class because I know I'm paying the money for it. And it was just different. And that's why I continued along and they didn't, you know what I mean? So similar situation here. They're 18, 19, 20-year-old kids. Their parents are paying for the money, or their parents kicked them out of the basement and said, hey, you got to do something. Figure it out. If you don't want to go to regular college, go to a trade school. Go figure out something. Mm-hmm. So they chose here, and now I'm babysitting them. You know what I mean? Or
That's
whatever.
Dope. Lorenzo actually says, meanwhile, Dal out here doing groceries for people.
Right. Yeah. Down making that grocery money. Throw it in the bag.
Something.
So I'm teaching intro to radio over there. And I'm going to, I'll probably start doing video stuff and teaching video as well. They want to kind of use me as a utility guy to teach all kinds of different stuff since I've worked in TV, I've worked in radio, I've obviously done both. And that's where we're at with it, man. It's very exciting. The really, really cool thing we're doing right now is this whole week we're teaching the students. They're creating their own radio station. I was telling you a little bit about this the other day.
Sounds dope.
They're creating their own radio station, so they get to choose the call letters, 102.5, whatever, 107.8, whatever, or 107.7, the whatever. So they're choosing their station name. They get to choose the call letters, where it's at on the dial. They get to choose call letters being like KQKS. KKFN is the fan. You know what I mean? It always starts with a K and then whatever else you want it to be. You get to choose those call letters. Then you get to choose your imaging, your sweepers. So like KS 107.5 is playing today's hottest music. Mm-hmm. You can choose whatever you want. Man. So there's this dude yesterday that was doing like heavy metal shit. His channel's like 96.1 The Beast or whatever. He's doing heavy metal. So he's doing The Beast. So I'm like, oh man, why don't you fire up the Sandlot? Get some sound, some imaging for your station from the Sandlot. They talk about The Beast and then heavy metal lick comes in, boom. Now back to the music. You throw it, then the music comes back in. So they have to create their own station with all this imaging and stuff, and they have to create a 1-hour radio show. So they have to pick all the music they're going to play during that. They have to do the sweepers. They have to do the commercials, and also get commercials from their classmates as well, because we don't want to hear back-to-back commercials with their voice. That's not realistic. So you got to lay down a few of your own commercials. Then you got to source some commercials from your classmates to use on your station as well, on your show, that fit your format. So really cool, man. Like, that's how I knew I was passionate about this business, because that got me excited. When I was teaching that, when I was letting them know what we're going to do, and when I was going around answering questions and helping people with ideas for their station, and this girl's doing a Dirty South station. It's like 103.4 or 103.5 The Dirty, and it's like, it's just all Dirty South rap, and we're coming up with liners, and I'm like, and she's like, we don't do clean, and it's like, she's like throwing a song in there for her liners, like throwing in Miley Cyrus, and it's like record scratch. We do it dirty, and then it's Bun B and UG Cake Pop, boom boom, chicken never without a rub, coming in on the sweeper, like ill dog, just so sick, so much fun. I'm having a blast over there, and I won't bore you guys anymore, but I love it, man.
So I don't have as much experience as you, obviously, right?
Right.
How much is this school? Do I need to sign up?
I think it's like 15 G's, but it's like a year-long curriculum.
Okay.
Almost a year-long curriculum, just under a year. And they have actually specialized stuff you can go into after. So once you finish the program, if you wanted to continue along and do an extensive course that is specifically tailored to music or music radio.
To whatever that you're...
Tailored to sports talk, tailored to talk radio. You can take a whole nother like 6-month course specifically on that subject. Dope. Most people, I feel like, are going to have a job. Like, if you work hard in that, this whole thing is to get you an internship. It opens the door to get you into a radio station. Now, the only thing that means is you got your foot in the door to radio station. Other than that, doesn't mean shit. You need to go there and work your ass off at that internship and work hard there, because otherwise you're not going to take advantage. You could learn all kinds of stuff at the school, but if you don't go apply it anywhere, the whole point is for you to work in this industry. And there's a lot of students that leave our school with jobs already because they've been interning at certain radio stations or TV stations, and by the end of their internship, they got hired already. They're 3-4 months away from graduation, and they already got hired by this company because the company knows they're reliable. They know what they're doing. They know that they can bring them in, pay them a wage, and get the job done.
Earn their credit.
Yep, exactly. So I'm really enjoying it, man. I'm really enjoying it. It's a lot of fun so far, and like I said, I enjoy the creativity aspect and being able to teach and do all that stuff. So pretty
That's cool, man. It makes it that much more easy to go into a job.
Yeah, no doubt. When you kind of like it and you're passionate about it, you're able to kind of teach these up-and-comers some of your knowledge, and then kind of see the passion from their eyes, and because they're not all jaded like we are and old.
Exactly. Great way to put it. Let's do this. I saw that Madden had a little competition that NFL 2K is coming back, fellas. And initially, this is the internet's reaction. Internet, very excited. And actually, I don't even know if initially, I think they're still excited. They announced a deal on Tuesday that would allow the video game publisher to create multiple non-simulation football games in the near future. That word is very important, non-simulation. Very, very important. This is why. This is what a lot of people failed to realize about this deal and why I don't think 2K is going to give Madden as much competition as everyone thinks. So people, last time 2K released a football game was in 2004, and that was ESPN NFL 2K5. You guys remember that?
2K5, you bet.
I remember renting that game and thinking, damn, this is killing Madden. Because of like the superstar mode and the stuff that they had before Madden, Madden stole a lot of stuff from that game and implemented it in future games. From being able to buy items to upgrading things, the online gameplay was so far ahead in that 2K5, ahead of what Madden was doing, that I was really sad when it went away, because the next year EA Sports got the full rights to the NFL, so they signed an exclusive deal with the NFL. So here's what the thing is. Here's the exact language. In announcing the deal, NFL 2K used specific language about what type of game to expect, saying the games will be a non-simulation football game experience. 2K president David Ismailer added, "We're thrilled to be back in the business with the NFL in a partnership that will span multiple video games centered on fun, approachable, and social experiences." That right there, if I'm a 2K fan excited about that and read this news, which I don't think a lot of people did because a lot of people were still very excited, that tells me temper your expectations. That tells me don't get too excited. We're not going to take down Madden. We're not trying to take down Madden.
Right.
We're not going to compete with Madden, because that's the difference. And check this out. EA Sports came out with a statement of their own a few hours after. EA Sports is the exclusive publisher of NFL simulation games, and our partnership with the NFL and the NFLPA remains unchanged. Our agreements have always allowed for non-exclusive development of non-simulation games on various platforms. Our commitment to NFL fans, which spans almost 30 years, has never been stronger, and we're having our biggest year yet. Madden NFL 20 is the most successful game ever in franchise history, and new modes like Superstar KO and our Madden NFL esports broadcasts are growing the fan base. We'll be building on that momentum with new and more different experiences on more platforms with new ways to play in the years to come. EA Sports. So that, to me, in other words, do not expect 2K to be a direct competitor to Madden. Do not expect 2K to take Madden down. That's all I saw on social media. Oh, Madden's been trash for the last 10 years. They ain't giving us a new game. They've given us the same bullshit and added a couple new features. I'm so excited. 2K's coming back. They're going to take the belt. They're going to take the title, man. The champ is here. The champ is here. They're not here, guys. They're not here, okay?
Take that L on the way out.
They're not here. No one's taking anyone down. Temper your expectations. Now, could it be a fun video game, like my man said? Could it be cool? Yeah, but I don't think they're going for realistic. To me, this screams NFL Blitz. Look at NFL 2K on Dreamcast. A little over the top. You know, rolling out to the right, Randall Cunningham to Randy Moss, putting on the Jets. A little over the top, but fun, right?
What about NFL Street? John King says.
Very fun. Very fun. Love it. And that's what I'm saying. I'm not here to shit on 2K or say they don't make fun games. I'm saying it's not going to be like what I loved, ESPN 2K5. Back the last time they released a football game, it's not going to be like that, because that was a simulation football game. It's going to be non-simulation. It's going to be those like NFL Street, NFL Blitz. It's a great point. Street's a great point. So that's where you're going with it. So I just want to let you guys know, if you heard about it, don't get your hopes up if you didn't hear the rest of the news or read the official statement from EA or anything else. There you go. There's the full pie for you.
So this whole time there's been non-exclusive rights?
Yeah, that's what EA Sports
so
says.
2K has just been choosing not to compete in that space.
Yeah, I guess so. And now I think they're thinking that, like, I think there's a lane for it. There is no NFL Street anymore. There is no NFL Blitz anymore. There might be a lane. There's really no other football game at all.
Yeah.
That's true.
But that's why the partnership with the NFL is so important, because now there can be another NFL football game. They don't have to do it with XFL, or they don't have to try to do it just generic or whatever. Like, you remember some of those old like Sega games? Like, it was just nothing. It was just random teams, random people playing against people, different baseball games, basketball games. It wasn't always officially licensed shit like we have now. It wasn't always nice, crispy Kawhi Leonard's face on the screen, looking like actual Kawhi Leonard.
Sweat
you young
dripping
bucks. I had to watch Bo Jackson looking like dots.
Yeah,
Tecmo Bowl.
that 8-bit shit.
8-bit.
That 8-bit shit.
So there you go. That's what's up with the Madden stuff.
That's cool.
Let's move into sneakers and fashion. Brought to you by Pure Spectrum CBD. Oh, Pure Spectrum CBD. Usually have it up. You can go to purespectrumcbd.com. Use the code MUP. Save 10% off your order. Multitude of products from them, but from the salve to the creams to the tincture. Sorry, I did this with salve. This is not salve.
That is not salve.
This is tincture.
That's tincture.
To the pet products.
The salve is the...
Whoa. If you were watching on YouTube, they
Sorry.
might have got a little... Those gestures.
Yeah, we'll bleep that out.
But go to purespectrum.com, purespectrumcbd.com, and use the code MUP. Save 10% off your order. Let's go into sneakers.
We have breaking news.
What now?
Walt Disney World is now closed.
What?
Walt Disney World?
Florida.
John King.
Oh, that was already earlier. I thought that was the bigger one, but that's the one in California. Right?
No, Walt Disney
that is the bigger
World
one.
is
World
the Florida.
is Florida.
World is in
Land.
Orlando.
That's a big
Oh,
one.
then
Land
that
is
is breaking
California.
news.
Yeah.
Breaking
He says
news.
exclusive info.
John King?
Yeah.
Wow.
John King, are you getting refunds? What are you doing? Are you part of the board?
No shit.
Did you make this decision, John?
I wonder what does happen there.
Yeah.
Because you pay for a season pass. Do they refund you a what's the word I'm looking for?
Not voucher.
Nah, like the amount of time that they're out.
Oh, like a prorated.
Like I want to say stipend, but that's not the word. Prorated. There you go.
Yeah,
prorated.
prorated.
Yeah. Do they give you like a prorated price and they kind of kick you back a little bit of money, John?
next season or whatever.
Oh, yeah. It says March 15th, morning of March 15th.
So that's Monday.
Through the end of the month.
Through the end of the month. Huh. Well, we'll see what happens. That's kind of like the NBA. They're going to
Pending
reevaluate
further
in 30.
evaluation. Yeah.
Going to reevaluate in 30. See what's going on.
Yeah.
We talked about the sneaker releases this morning, or I'm sorry, earlier in the show. There's 5 very hyped sneaker releases this Saturday.
Yeah.
Can you run them down? Do you have them all in the description for Jalal to pull up?
Yeah, I think we got them. Yeah.
I'm excited.
So,
By the way, we are wearing. I'm wearing these bad boys today. I love this shoe
those are sweet with those laces.
with the lace swap.
God dang.
The lace swap is absolutely incredible. Jalal, flip that camera real quick so they can see the lace swap. If you didn't see it on the Soch, you still can't see the lace swap. Gosh, I'm a piece of crap. Anyways, what are you wearing today, Dal?
I didn't
go.
I didn't realize that I still had these, so I wore them just for shits and giggles because they're easy to beat. I am wearing the Yeezy 350 utility blacks, or just the black non-3M laces. Just super easy to wear. I don't know what socks my mom.
You're not calling them Pirate Black V2s anymore? Did that die out?
I think
Remember when people were like Pirate Black V2s when they're gray?
Yeah, no shit. That was old school. But yeah, Jalal, I don't know if I sent you these releases, but I sent you a lot of like releases that are going to be delayed based off the
I
coronavirus.
have the delayed ones, yeah.
So yeah, so let's talk about that second here. So let's go over just a couple of them. Everybody's seen pictures of these. So the Yeezy 350 V2 Desert Sage, obviously one of the big ones for Yeezy. I think this is great. We're all sick of V2s, no doubt about that. But this one is pretty crazy, right? You have this kind of greenish tint to it. The midsole, however, is green. It's brown. It's got like 3 different colors, and then the inside of the shoe, along with the insole, is orange, right? That super vibrant, bright orange, which is super sick.
What is it called?
It's the Desert Sage, Yeezy 350. So that one's cool. And
No raffle love?
No, I got the dang bus on that one.
Dang bus!
You got the dang bus as well?
Of course, dang
Jalal,
bro.
you didn't enter, right?
I didn't enter.
Go figure. So
You
check
guys-
this
you
out.
guys got to keep me on point with those.
So
'cause I
our
don't keep
boy Ryan Morgan, which I have not seen in the chat, he's an avid follower of us, and he sends me a DM. He's like, "Hey man, just so you know, no dang bros for me. I got the raffle. Would you like my size?"
Oh, Ryan did that? Let's go.
Ryan Morgan ooped your boy for this Saturday.
Thank you, Ryan.
As long as Finish Line is still doing the release pending coronavirus.
Right.
I should have the Desert Sage. We'll have those to kind of look at on Monday.
Sick.
But yeah, man, I really like this shoe. I think it's really cool. And the obvious stripe on it is reflective, just like the Marsh. So I don't know if this is kind of a trending thing that Yeezy is now going to do, because remember, they were doing 2 different releases.
Yes.
One reflective, one non-reflective. I don't know if this is kind of what they were doing. Now, this, however, is not a Yeezy Supply exclusive like the Yeezy Marsh was. But I'm wondering, based off of all the L's that I saw on my timeline, I'm kind of wondering of the validity of how easy this may or may not be able to get.
What's resale looking like? Have you?
Yeah, resale's okay. I mean, you're still in like the 320s. Actually, I think that changed today. Go ahead and look that up for me here.
I got it.
On the Sage. But
286 in my size.
yeah, it definitely dropped under 3. Yep. So, with that, it's hard to tell. But I mean, this could go up, obviously. But it sounds like there's going to be a lot more foot sites that do have this. So your East Bays, your Finish Lines, your Foot Lockers, versus just your Yeezy Supply exclusive. And even the Marsh isn't really worth that much, and it was exclusive to Yeezy Supply. So, if you want the shoe, it's probably going to be fairly easy to get. But as we know, Yeezys do increase in value after a certain amount of time. So if you can buy a couple to hold, GoldenEye, I'm sure I'll buy a couple to hold. I think it's a great shoe. I love the reflective stripe. I don't have anything with that. I do have reflective Yeezys. But I think it's a good mix of a lot of different things. And for me at $220, I'll take it. I'm gonna keep it, I think.
You don't. You're not bothered by the no pull tab?
I am, actually. I love the pull tabs, man. All my Yeezys that I still own currently all have pull tabs.
Everyone said, I thought you sold those in the chat.
I did. I thought I did. And that's what I just said before. And I found them, and I'm like, holy shit, I still have these. I'm going to rock these today.
Were they DS when you found them?
No, because this is the pair. I thought I sold them used. And obviously, I still had them.
You found them? What do you mean you found them? Where did you find them at?
I got sneaker boxes all over.
Oh, because none of your stuff's displayed right now, right?
Correct,
right,
yeah.
Right.
I'm redoing everything. I'm changing my shelving, changing everything.
Their house had to get fumigated if you missed, so
yeah,
they had to.
It was got a little ticky tacky in there.
He had to cover up all his sneakers and do some craziness.
Had to change everything up. But that being said, that's obviously a big one. Let's go to the 3 most.
Wait. I'm sorry. Philly Mayor, really quick before we move on. He asked if this pair has the stripe on the stitching on the toe box.
It does
underneath.
not.
It's underneath.
It's underneath on this one.
So yeah, it's on the inside just like that. It wasn't
Marsh.
Was it the
It was
Marsh?
the Marsh.
It
Yep.
was the Marsh. That's
Same
right.
thing. Yep.
Same thing, Philly Mayor.
So,
like that. Dude, these I honestly, these are growing on me a ton, and I would be very interested. We're still talking about the, what is this called? Desert Sage.
Desert Sage.
They're growing on me, like Dirty DJ said in the chat. I'm liking them more and more. Once I see yours in hand, that's going to really make my decision. But God, I love the orange on the inside. If they would have used that coral or orange and they would have put the same color in the stripe, I don't care about the reflective.
All day.
I don't want the reflective.
Yep.
Just throw that on the stripe on the side. Give me a little bit of that on the side with that midsole and outsole combo. Fire. I would have loved that. All right, move on.
All right, so the other thing is the Air Jordan 1 High Zoom Racer. We looked at that. Remember, it looks like the AJKOs.
Yes.
That is out, so I'm not a big fan of that. I love the colorway. We called it, remember, the poor man's Dior.
Yes.
So
comes out Saturday?
Yes. So that is a Saturday release as well, so I'm just kind of going to go over that one.
What's that called again?
It's called the Air Jordan 1 High Zoom Racer.
Right, Zoom Racer.
Zoom Racer, not the AJKO.
I'm just seeing
what does resale look like, real quick?
Curiosity, $273 right now. That's what the asking price is on a 12.
Okay.
I don't know that they're getting that.
Do they have a bid in?
$227. Not much.
Yeah, because the retail on those are $175. So you may not have any money to be made on that. It's hard telling.
You're getting on your size. The bids are in for $250. Not much.
I don't think it's worth my time.
I don't either.
It's not.
Neither of us were looking at copying. I didn't realize when we were looking at photos. Do you realize it's patent leather?
Yes.
I did not.
And it's going to be shitty patent leather.
Yeah, it's all patent leather.
It's going to be, like those, they had a Zoom Racer that was kind of the same. Remember all the all 3M joint? Remember that just came out a while back? That was kind of the same, but it obviously had that 3M coating, so it made the leather even worse. So I think this leather will probably be a little bit better than that because you don't have that 3M covering. But these aren't going to be great. Let's go to the next two that are going to be some of the greatest leather that you might see this week. So the Nike Dunk Lows in the Kentucky and the Syracuse. So you've got both the orange and blue coming out this Saturday. It is a global sneakers release.
Yep.
It is going to be at skate shops. It is going to be at multiple locations. but I think these are going to be really hard. As a matter of fact, the Syracuse joint had exclusive access that came out yesterday, but I don't think exclusive access was given to anybody yesterday. It just came out on the Sneakers app, but it sounds like a few people had exclusive access. I, of course, did not today. None of my accounts, none of my friends with accounts had it. So I think this will be pretty hard to get. It'll be pretty limited. Obviously, there's going to be money. The Dunks, 2020 is the year of the Dunks, no doubt. So
retail on them, 110?
I think it's 100.
100?
I'm pretty sure it is an even 100. I'm looking now.
Damn.
That's an even 100.
And those are flipping for $290 right now, or asking price, but bids all day for $250.
Yeah.
So that's an easy $150, $125 after fees.
I'm telling you, and the quality should be epic on these. So either way, you hold them, you buy them for personal, you resell them. There's money to be made at the release, after the release. Again, 2020, year of the Dunks.
I'd recommend you just get both pairs, and then you do one orange and one blue, and then your old school Broncos. You're like 90s.
That
90s
makes sense.
Broncos.
Then all of a sudden you're a Royal fan.
I don't think the Royals have orange. I think you would just need the blue
Fair enough.
if you're a Royals fan. Is that what you're saying?
No,
Kansas City Royals?
no, you're now a fan of the color Royal because you don't usually like shoes that are Royal.
Oh, I'm not saying I'd do this. I'm suggesting what someone else should do.
Okay, gotcha.
I'm not saying I would do it.
All right, you ready for the most hyped, most hard to get, probably the coolest dunk, in my opinion, maybe this year, that will come out? The Safari Dunk Lows.
Love them.
Man, these are sick. The green swoosh, the animal print, the brown. You know the quality is going to be stupid awesome in these. Man, what a well-done dunk. And I don't even have to see these bitches in hands.
No, me
For
either.
$100, you should make an easy $250 plus on these, I feel like.
Resale right now, you're hitting at bids in $365 and a 12.
Yeah.
So you think after release day, up or down from there?
I think it could go up. I think you're going to see a lot of people being like, damn it, I missed.
You don't think there's a ton of pair?
I think
They're on sneakers or no?
these. Damn, I don't even know, actually. I haven't seen them loaded on sneakers
Me
yet.
either, but
But I think they're supposedly going to be on sneakers. But as of
let
right
me know
now,
in the comments, fellas.
yeah, they're not loaded on sneakers yet, but they should be.
He just incredible. Most skate shops won't be getting these, being that they aren't SB. He's talking about the orange and the. Is he talking about the orange ones?
correct,
Orange
yeah.
and blue. Yeah. He's talking about the orange and blue.
Yeah, but this one is all at all skate shops
Yeah,
now.
yeah.
I mean, 303 Satellite Board Shop. And the crazy thing on this is, I thought there'd be enough hype to where they do a raffle system. Right now, I'm seeing first come first serve.
Oh, really?
I'm seeing first come first serve on the Safari Dunks.
Well, that's what I was saying. I think maybe they might go down because I think there might be a little bit of pairs.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It's interesting.
Yeah,
I'm debating.
So if you're trying to get the Dunks, Nike Sneakers app is probably your best bet. The SBs, if they do load them on Nike, we'll see. But skate shops, first come first serve. You better be there Friday night.
Dow, did you from Armando? Did you get the black lavas last week?
I haven't yet. I'm waiting. So resale is dropping on those. So that right now I have a bid in at $150.
Those bitches sold out quick, dude.
They only dropped them on sneakers.
Yeah,
I
they
have
were
not
gone.
seen them anywhere else, dude. Foot Lockers had the OG pair last year, dude, when those came out. I bought 2 pairs, one off their website and one in store. Good to go. But, unfortunately, these obviously more demand and or more limited production.
You said only 150 right now, though?
I have a bid in for 150.
okay.
They're going for about 180 to 190.
Okay.
So I have a bid in at 150. I think it'll drop to about 170, and I probably cop.
And I'd probably cop.
For sure. So
No sneakers for the Safari Dunks, just incredible said.
none. Okay.
Nope, said is not going to be dropping on sneakers. So
That makes them more limited.
that definitely makes them more limited.
No shit.
Well, you said there you're not seeing my local skate shop Nocturnal is doing a raffle. Shake my head. Goat James. Maybe it just depends on your skate shop or your city.
Yeah, I know us down here, we're all doing first come, first serve at 303.
Credible said they'll be like the Travis Scott's skate shop and online skate shop only as of now. Nike on that local skate dick right now.
Yeah, that's true.
S&S for the dunks, Gio says. Which dunks, Gio? It's about 5 dunks over here.
We got a lot of
There's
dunks.
5 releases.
Oh, yeah, I think he's probably talking. They might all be dropping at S&S. I know the Kentucky and the Syracuse dunks are definitely. I'm
S&S?
in the raffle S&S. I've never won from S&S.
I think Kith stores had those lavas, Dow. Dirty DJ said.
Really?
Yeah.
I'll have to check their website, Dirty.
Orlando Skate Shop doing a raffle. John King. So are you positive Image and 303 said no raffles?
First come, first serve.
Both of them? Mm-hmm. And everybody else is on to do raffles?
You bet. Watch. Let me.
Are we going and camping?
I thought about it for the
Are we
safari.
camping?
If you're jobless, you're not jobless anymore. But
Camping
if you
where?
were, I
It's
think
on
you
a
have
Saturday,
to.
though.
You have to camp.
It's on a
At
Saturday.
Image?
Yeah. Safari Dunk Saturday. He's telling me first come, first serve. You know all these little pukes around the city are camping. You know these 14-year-olds with nothing to do and no life are camping and not worried about Corona or camping.
Yeah, dude.
Depends how early they start lining up.
Depends.
Multiple days? No.
No, not multiple
Like
days.
a couple hours before? All right.
A couple hours. That ain't camping.
No, dude.
You're getting midnight, dude, at least. You're getting
they'll-
11 midnight the night before.
I think some people will be there 8, 9, 10
8,
p.m.
9, 10 p.m.?
And it is 303 boards, first come, first serve, sizes 8 through 13, 1 pair per customer, no holds, no online orders. Image, let's see what they're doing real quick.
That'd be crazy.
I think they got it. I think they have to make
8,
some
9
changes
at
if
night
people
before.
start camping.
Image is doing a raffle. Image is doing the Dunklo raffle that started 3/9 and ends Friday 3/13.
Tomorrow.
So, tomorrow. So if you're trying to go to Image
So Image is raffle, we've learned.
yes,
303 is currently not.
is first come, first serve. And then
Is
satellite.
Image in person or online?
Online raffle
Online.
on Image. Is that through
And-
Cop Date or no? Are they
What's
done
that?
is that through Cop Date or are they done with that?
No, nobody's using Cop Date as far as I know.
Oh, Cop Date.
And then satellite
Crash
board
carded the
shop.
stock market.
Satellite board shop in Boulder, first come, first serve.
Oh.
So we've got 2 first come, first serves, and then 1 raffle.
You think it's better to drive up to Boulder and camp there? You think more people are in Boulder? Or less people?
I know the homie who
less.
owns the flower shop like 4 doors down. Maybe we go hang over there.
You sure
Maybe-
it's not 3 doors down? Little kryptonite down.
It's not.
Oh, no. Damn
It's
it.
not.
4 doors down. He owns the flower shop. Oh, he might let us camp in his flower shop?
Yeah,
you're
maybe we
saying?
can hang out at his flower shop or something.
Do you know him? Like, know him?
I bought a couple pairs of shoes off him. That's where I got the P-rods.
Oh, that's right.
The homie.
Ooh.
Might have to give him a call.
Dow Pal, let's go. That's a good connect.
You
What?
can buy extra tickets at Image.
I don't know anything
one
about that.
One free raffle ticket per person, and then every $20 spent in store gets you another ticket.
In
What?
store.
So I guess buying stuff.
Oh, every dollar spent in store. So
Yeah.
you're not just buying raffle tickets, but you're buying
Wait, so
gear.
every
Yeah.
$20 spent, you get another raffle?
Yep.
So you spend
You
$100
gonna
bucks,
go
you get
start
5
go
more.
buying some boards.
We
up
could
at
go. We
Image?
could go buy a snowboard jacket for you.
Well, I was gonna ask you need any hoodies? You need any? What's 303
That's
boards?
probably
I
an
mean-
easy way to secure them.
No, that's Image, wasn't it?
Image.
Oh,
Image.
Image. Sorry. Yeah, they probably got.
Buy a $300 jacket. That's some good raffle entries.
What about a?
You think they're listening to the cast?
What about $500
Oh, we
worth of
didn't know.
purchases, and then we return them the following weekend?
I think that's tight.
Return the purchases
Yeah.
after we caught.
Yeah, this
The dumps.
jacket actually didn't fit very well.
Jacket didn't fit well, man. I don't understand.
The jacket
just-
didn't protect me from Corona.
Yeah, well,
Take this thing back.
was not working out. You think they'd be cool with that?
I think they'd be cool with
There's
that.
nothing they can do.
So check it out. So that's kind of the releases this weekend. I got to tell you, we had the homie, Fail Beast, who had to leave because he had to work. We adjusted our cast for Fail Beast because we know Australian time right now, you know, when we do it at noon is not good for them. He's waking up at 4:30 in the morning. So we did this for him. He actually sent us a pair of shoes to review. Did you know this?
No. I knew we had a box of sneakers, but you were keeping it on the low.
Check it out. Let
What's
me
the
grab
package
those.
underneath it? Is that for us too?
Yeah, that's from Fail Beast as well.
Oh, all right. Fail Beast coming through with a couple gifts for the cast.
So
bro.
wait up. You said he had to go to work.
Yeah, he left the chat. He had to go work.
Fail
guy.
Beast.
Is
Oh,
what he
he's not
said.
even in here right now?
No.
Coming through with a couple gifts from the
I thought
cast.
this was
then he
going to
had
be like the
dip
perfect
out.
time for him.
Yeah, that's what I thought. That's what I was just talking about. Let's start out with not the shoes, a special gift.
Hey, mate. I had to dip out the cast, but I hope you all enjoy the gifts.
Yeah, I hope he didn't send any Rona in this.
I don't know if that's a good impression or not.
Listen, I didn't send any Rona over there. I did not send any Rona over there.
Yeah, I don't know.
Has anybody heard
All
his
right.
voice?
All right. I see what you guys are doing now. Ganging up on me, are you? Not thinking my accent's good, are you?
Foster's.
All right.
Australian for beer.
Foster's, Australian for beer.
Look what we got here.
Oh, the
Oh,
Parramatta
some
Eels
Eels jerseys. Let's
Yeah.
go.
The Parramatta Eels kit.
Look at this.
Look at this, bro.
God, I feel fancy.
Are you fancy, huh?
Oh, you fancy,
These are
girl.
fire. Okay, he gave me a little bit of background, so I gotta look that up.
Dude, they're all different too. Look at the prints.
Oh, yeah.
Jalal, let me see your print.
Dibs on this one because it has less
Yo,
royal.
hey, no.
Oh, he's got the same as me.
He said, let me see your print.
Yeah, I'm dibs on this one because I don't like the royal as much. You know
Yeah.
me. That is ISC.
Well, the size. What's the sizing? So we got 2 mediums and a large, huh?
Oh, yeah, this is the large.
Oh.
Somebody's
That
gonna
might
have to
be,
have dibs on the large. I can probably squeeze into the medium.
You're right. Both of you guys. Oh, wait. You probably want the large, huh?
That's
I don't know, though.
whatever.
I'm big.
I don't really know how they fit. They're probably small. I seen he tweeted a picture of the win yesterday, and they had some pretty small gear on, some small shorts.
I'm gonna have to go to the gym, but I don't want to go to gym because it's kind of locked down with the corona. So I don't know.
Oof, is that the large?
This is a Schmied, bro.
I think that'll fit me.
Yeah, that's too small for you. That thing's above the belt line.
Oh, that's gonna be sick, dude.
He says some of the words on the eel shirts are the indigenous tribe names. I don't know. It says i.e. before European settlement, Australia was covered by 100+ Aboriginal countries, a bit like the American Indians. So there's, I don't know. Do you guys have any patterns on yours?
Patterns, yeah, on the back.
Yeah, I see 1947 Darug,
Darug.
which looks pretty cool.
Guys, it clearly says Darug.
Durag.
No, I'm just kidding.
Oh.
I'm messing with
I thought it said durag.
No, it's Darug.
That's a Darug, see?
Yeah, it says some of the words on the shirt, so I don't know.
And then you have the sponsorships on the sleeves.
A-Land? Is it
Actron
sponsorships?
Actron Air.
Actron Air.
Actron Air.
ISC. Yeah, these are dope, dude.
These are pretty cool.
These are
Now
sick.
the Eels are still playing. AP's asking if they canceled. No, they had their season opener last night.
And they won,
The
didn't they?
Eels.
They won.
8-2, I think.
That's dope.
I looked for it on Buff Streams, but couldn't find it.
So basically, Philbeast, you're telling me that the rugby jerseys over there, they're just basically dry fit polos? That's what this is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Your rugby shirt is a dry fit polo with some patches on it.
That's pretty sick.
Dude, this is seriously, this looks like
It's more wearable than a basketball jersey.
yeah. I mean, you could when you show up in this, people don't know if you're showing up to play the golf tournament or if you're showing up to do the rugby
That's true.
tournament. They have no idea. That's incognito. Richie.
I might have an interview for a job. I don't want to say what it is quite yet and ruin my chances, but I may wear this
All right.
to the interview. This is pretty formal.
That'd be hilarious.
It's like, hey, I'm here on business, but I also know how to party.
The only thing better than you wearing that to the interview would be if the guy interviewing you is like, "Oh man, you're an Eels fan?
Did you see them win
You like the
today?
Eels? Parramatta Eels? Are
You're
you
getting the
kidding
job
me?
off rip.
Parramatta Eels, you're hired. Don't even
Thank
sit
you,
down.
sir.
Don't even sit down. Corona, I don't care. Shake my hand, sir.
Shake my answer.
Shake my hand. Do we have any super chat? We got a couple. Let me catch up on these.
Armando Silva.
No, Gang $2. Keep up the good work. Always waiting for a new one. Gang. Thank
gang.
you, bro.
Gang.
710, bro. Gang
All right.
Gang 710.
I think it's your shot. It's over by your monster over there.
No, didn't you have? You had balls back and then went in and out. That's
Yeah.
right.
I don't know. That pee break really threw me off.
Comes your boy. Gosh, man, I'm hot. I'm hot on the.
Hey, you're heavy
Take the
today.
L on the way out.
hot on the thing. Almost drug my laptop down. It's because I feel like this is restricting me, so I'm giving it more oomph.
Yeah.
It's not.
Chase says, you guys are on the rugs. Get it?
That fool with the
Nice.
dad jokes. All right, the next one is in the super chat. Armando Silva, $3, and he just put like a little dancing emoji. I think.
Fist bump chicken.
What is it?
Fist bump chicken.
A fist bump chicken.
Oh,
Thanks, Armando.
see what we got here.
Appreciate you, bro.
Too heavy.
Oh,
Damn.
whoa,
Hey.
wait.
Take the L on the way
That was my style. God damn it, I'm getting mad. I'm getting so pissed off. I can't get that in there.
All right, you ready to see the debut of the shoes?
Yes.
Do you have any idea what they are?
No.
Nice.
Because you wouldn't tell me. Is it new or old? You know that guy.
It's newer.
He's been sitting on shoes from '88.
It's out. It's been out, but it's still newer.
What's Silo?
Maybe a Dunk.
High or low?
Maybe a SB Low.
Oh, that box?
Hello, SB Low.
I don't even know what comes in that box. I don't know.
Jill already knows I'd ask him.
Parramatta Eels. All right.
It is not the Parramatta Eels
take a
SB Dunks.
Let me take a guess. You said it's a low
It is a low.
in that box.
The old Tiffany box.
Man.
It was quick strike, which means pretty limited.
What? And we haven't looked at it?
No.
What did we not get?
It retailed for $100.
Your plums. We had Travis is in here.
It may have had one of its launches canceled. Does that help you?
No.
You know about the Strange Love Dunks?
Ah, damn it. I hate myself.
Canceled dunk?
I hate myself. Strange Loves. Wow.
So I actually saw these, not this pair.
What size is this?
My boy Just Incredible. 12. Your size.
Oh, wow.
See if they get back to Fail Beast.
Yeah.
We're supposed to send him back.
He's not listening to the cast.
Yeah, he's not listening to
Like,
cast.
hey, babe, we don't know what happened to the package.
Wow.
So I didn't see this pair specifically early because I wanted to save it for the cast. But our boy Just Incredible, I've met up with him a couple times. He had a pair, and dude, I was able to kind of take a look at them, feel them.
Dude.
Wow.
They're nice.
I couldn't wear this pair, though. This is like
a collectible.
This is like the nicest velvet hotel bed, like dead stock. No one got even like one of those vibrating hotel beds from back in the 80s.
Oh, yeah, Chevy Chase.
That's
Puts the quarter in?
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
That's what I was thinking of. This is like that, but DS, before anyone did the nasty on it. It just, it looks great, dude.
I'm pulling out this insole. You got to see this insole.
This looks like a crushed velour jumpsuit.
Like it's sweat. Yeah.
Yeah, one of
that's
those.
what I was thinking.
Is your grandma wearing those? Those crushed velour joints? All comfy?
We're about to bring those back.
Are you? Yeah, the Italians, dude, always. My grandma be in those crushed velours out in New Jersey. Loving it.
Wow. This is my favorite part of the dunk. This Strange Love graphics, it says
look at that.
soulmate on it. Like,
I don't know if I can see when Phil Beast puts these straight to feet in the gym.
I know. This fool's going to work out in these.
I can't
and just
watch.
Tear them up. This is an art piece.
Those are so cool.
These are so great.
Sorry,
dude.
you're trying to get your camera?
No. This is perfect. I'm working with what you're giving me, bro. You making excuses? No excuses. Play like a champion, bro.
I'm a man. I'm 40.
Let's go, Mox. Come on, Mox.
That one's just, what is on there? A skateboard?
Yeah, just a skateboard wrapped up, yeah.
Those are some interesting laces.
These are so cool. So check this out. This is the coolest lace, and I wouldn't rock these, but it's like candy ribbon.
Like Valentine. These are very Valentine's.
Very Valentine's-y.
Yeah, these are Valentine's.
God, they look so comfortable. Just Incredible says they actually fit a little bit different. There's like maybe either more padding or they just fit different than the traditional dunk. I can't remember exactly what he said, so if he's in the chat, let us know. But he said they fit a little different, and they're super, super comfy.
The hearts on the underside, just leave it. Just leave it there. Look at, because they can see it better on this. Look at the hearts underneath the outsole.
Translucent.
And on the back, they really look like they could almost move. Like they look like those paper hearts that you just drop on and put in an envelope for someone.
Like confetti?
Valentine's. Yeah, exactly. They look like they would float around in here almost.
Yeah.
Like you could shake it around, dude. It looks like they are real hearts glued into the... It looks so cool,
If
man.
it came out in the 90s, it definitely would have.
These are so sweet. These are so sweet.
They're sick, man.
Suede on it's very nice. The good little graphic on the heel.
Strange Love. Yeah, the Strange Love skull.
Strange Love skull. Look at that.
Super cool. And it actually says the Strange Love, which most of the dunks, the SB dunks do. They'll say the ray gun, whatever. Says the Strange Love on the Nike SB tongue tag. I think it even has, the Strange Love on the lace locks. So, or not the lace locks, but
Lace
the
tips.
aglets, whatever, lace tips. Says the Strange Love on there. The details on these are just incredible.
Just incredible.
Just incredible.
See what you did there.
Like it?
Nice one. Dude, thank you, Fail Beast.
Yeah, these are way
Thanks
cool.
for sending me these for my birthday, dude. That's so crazy you did that, dude. I can't believe it, man.
I know,
Thank
dude.
you.
You just saved $550. Good
Such
for
a
you.
nice Fail Beast, man. I love you, dude. Thank you for
Very thoughtful.
Thank you for sending those out, dude. Should we do a sneaker conversation on those? Maybe too old. Cool to show on the cast though.
Yeah.
Very cool.
I think those are really
so
cool.
many cool details.
Yeah. So real quick, just to wrap this up, Jalal's got a couple pictures. There are 6 releases that have been pushed back, aka delayed because of the Rona.
Oh,
Would you
really?
like to know those and have an update?
Yes, and do we
Cool.
know when they're dropping? Do we know when
do.
they're replaced? Oh,
yes.
shit.
So I've got the original releases, the release dates here, and then obviously on the pictures that Jalal is going to bring up are the new release dates. So let's go ahead. Let me see what I sent him first here.
Delayed.
Yeah.
That's what
Stamps.
That's what my tax shit's gonna look like. I'm gonna turn my taxes. I'm gonna stamp my shit all messed up.
Yeah, so essentially we can start out with the 5, right? If we look at that one, the original release date on the Fire Red 5 that you're looking at right there was supposed to be March 28th. We are now delayed till April 25th. So almost a full month delay off of this shoe.
One of my plugs hit me up on an early pair
Really?
of those.
You might want to take it.
I wonder if he could still get it, or I wonder if he was just saying like they're coming and now they're not coming. I wonder a lot of things. I need to ask him.
Do we know why? Like, it's because of Corona? But I thought they're manufacturing shoes somewhere else.
Well, they do. So Nike manufactures shoes Indonesia, Malaysia, China, and Vietnam. So they're all kind of widespread and all over the place. But it's not just manufacturing stuff, I think, is causing the delays. It's also, not the tariffs, sorry. The import-exports being held at the facilities, not being able to come across the pond, all these different things because of the coronavirus. Obviously, people inspecting things more thoroughly, almost quarantine them like people and animals, I would think, for just to make sure. Because they're finding out now that, this coronavirus lives on surfaces. Some people are saying 3 to 5 days. Some people are saying up to 7 days. So I figure that's kind of what really has to do with it.
More of the surface stuff.
Yeah.
That's the thing. Like, there's so much misinformation out there. You don't know, is the surface stuff, is it 7 to 10 days? Is it airborne? Can it live in the air? Like, what? It feels like every time I turn on a news station,
It's another thing.
I'm in a different country.
Well, I just don't think they know for sure. It's a new
So
thing.
why say
they're
anything?
testing.
Yeah.
You know what I saw?
Why scare us?
I forgot his name, and I wish I knew his name because he did an excellent job on last night when the Thunder and when no one knew what was going on between. I'm sorry, the second game, Pelicans and the.
Who was it? Pelicans and the. God, I can't remember now.
No. It was the
Sacramento.
Thunder game. It was the
Sacramento.
Thunder Jazz. I'm sorry. It was the Thunder Jazz game. He tweeted out a tweet, and basically it said, "Hey, we're trying to gather all the information. There are a lot of people trying to do the best job they can to gather the information. Please be patient as I give you guys the updates." He didn't say, "I think this is going on. I'm hearing this is going on." He didn't say shit because he didn't know shit. And I wish that's what people would do more with this thing. Like, why is I wish people do that.
Other people were doing it yesterday. They pretty much said Emmanuel Mudiay had it before anybody confirmed.
Right.
And everybody was like, "Oh, Emmanuel Mudiay."
You were telling me that Trump had it. People were like, I think 2-3 days later, there was a rumor Trump had it. And now there's another. It's sparked up again. Yeah. Another rumor that Trump had it.
People are just saying that he's come in contact with about, I think, 3 or 4 people now that have been confirmed.
So to have it.
Highly likely that.
Gotcha. Crazy stuff. Yeah, I just I don't know. I don't know what's true and what's not true, but obviously Nike is taking the precautions.
They're probably just sitting on these in a warehouse somewhere.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep. What else?
All right, so next one, Jalal. See what you got.
Late.
Ooh, the DMP6. Now remember, you could only get this one on the last release as a pack.
Yep.
So this is probably going to be a pretty sought after pair, especially now that you don't have to buy 2 pairs of shoes to get the one that you really want here. Now this one, I mean, you've had already sites release this one and cancel orders, so everybody was really confused on the actual release date, but some people were saying the first week of April, and that's what everybody was saying, but now it looks like 4/11, so the second week of April is when you will see the DMP6. So I don't think much of a delay on this one, but you've seen this one surface. You've even seen it being sold even last month and then canceled orders. So this one's not as shocking when you say delay, because it was always thinking that first week of April anyways. They just, retailers made mistakes and loading it a little early. So no surprise there. Is this a cop for you?
I'm not. These and the 5s, I wasn't interested in either one.
Yeah. I'm not a big fan of what it means, the colorway, and 6s are just bloody uncomfortable. Yep. So for me,
I wore those 7s the other day, and they weren't as bad as a 6, but they're not the greatest.
Right. Yeah.
Not the greatest.
Jalal, what's the next one you got for me? I like a little Warren G in the background, too.
Yeah, you like that?
That's nice.
Thanks.
The Flints, dude. This is a pair that just seems to have so much hype, and I'm hoping that all these hyped up heads that just have to have this shoe have been waiting for this shoe. I need this shoe kind of thing. I hope everybody actually buys it when it actually does drop, because there is so much hype around this. People are just absolutely in love with this. They have to have it. It's very nostalgic to them. I don't even know when Jordan actually wore the Flint. I don't know if he was with the Wizards. I mean, I don't know much about the storyline with the Flint itself, but not very many releases on the Flint. It's a very sought after pair. It's a very wanted pair. That being said, the original release date was supposed to be April 18th.
Okay.
We are now delayed until May 2nd, to be honest, on that one. So, again, this is super hyped up. People really, really love this. There's a lot of people. There's a lot of traction being made on conversation around social media. But for me, God, I hate the 13s, dude. The 13s are one of the most awful Jordans, in my opinion. He
hates the 13s.
If you wear shorts, you might be able to salvage them, but I don't see very many people looking great with these on with pants. I don't like the 13. Even the He Got Games, the bread 13s. I just with the 3M that they've done, the hologram on the side. I can't do it, man. I'm not a 13 guy. It damn looks like a mattress, man. The upper looks like a mattress to me. How it's kind of indented there. I think it's awful. It's an awful shoe.
I don't have any 13s in the collection. But if those fell to me at retail, I'd see how they look. I'd see how they look on.
Is that because the Michigan kind of color that is associated with that?
I just think the gray, navy, and blue or the gray, navy, and white is clean.
It is clean.
I just think it looks super clean, and I love my Georgetown 11 lows. I love my cool gray 11 lows. Mm-hmm. I just love those are just very wearable to me. Those seem very wearable, and I'm not against 13s as much as you are. I'm not like. Right. Some of the Ferraris and some of the really, really hyped pairs, I don't find them as tight as everyone else, but so I would never pay out of my ass for them. But that pair,
retail,
they fell to me at retail, under retail, But from what you're saying, though, doesn't sound like
I'm out on the silhouette.
That doesn't sound like there's going to be much love at the under retail.
Yeah, from what it sounds like, these should sell out, and I don't know how much resale necessarily, but. I think you're going to have to work to get a pair at retail from what it sounds like with the traffic. But
little info on the Flint joints for you, buddy.
Let's hear it.
Original release, 1998 on those.
It's been a while.
So that was the OG Flint release.
It's been a minute. That could be why.
So I don't know, yeah. They're just clean. They just look clean to me.
So we got a few more.
And this is one shoe I do like the white toe box. Yeah. Very rare. Go ahead.
Let's blow through these last couple.
Oh, yeah, we sorry behind.
Pair of fours. I don't think anybody's too excited about.
Yeah, so these are just the Jordan.
Yeah, enthusiastic.
These
Love
are
the enthusiasm.
These are just the Air Jordan 4 court purples. That's all they're being called. They've got some purple accents on obviously the lace appendages and the accent on the back of the tongue. This shoe, have fun. Good luck. It was supposed to come out May 1st.
Good for you, bud.
It is delayed till the 14th. I'm out. Bye.
Good for you, bud.
Good for you, bud.
All right, what's next?
This one, though, I'm still on the fence. I know I kind of trashed this one. You actually like this one. The Air Jordan 11 Low, white, black, and red.
I like that.
This was supposed to come out the end of April 25th. It is delayed till almost the end of May. So 5/23 is when this will be dropping now.
I'm feeling that, but I'm an 11 low guy.
You love the 11 lows.
Just named off two pairs that I love.
You're a patent leather guy. You love the patent leather.
Yeah. You like 11 lows, Jalal, or no?
No.
You don't like 11s?
I had the cool grays. I got rid of them recently.
The lows?
Man, I just have very bad luck with 11s in general. They always squeak.
Oh, yeah. Really?
No matter what pair I have, they just always squeak.
See,
my old ones, none of the new ones I have squeak.
Whether it's 11 lows or the traditional 11s with patent leather, patent leather is just evil to wear, in my opinion. And it looks absolutely atrocious as it creases. So when somebody beats and wears the 11s with patent leather quite often, I just think they look atrocious. They look absolutely beautiful, not being worn.
Yeah.
So I'm going to keep my 11s, my bread 11s that just recently came out, obviously, a few months ago. I'm keeping those DS. I just think it's just a beautiful shoe and not made to be worn. Not comfortable. That patent leather looks like shit when it creases, but I love it for a collector.
For me, yeah, I don't know if it's the newer style or whatever, but all my lows are pretty recent, from the Jeters to the Closing Ceremonies to the Cool Grays to the Georgetowns, but they're all pretty comfortable. The Georgetowns, I wore those the first day of school. I taught on Thursday or a Tuesday, wore them all day around the thing. Great, dude. And the only little creases are on the sides, like obviously where they're creasing on the sides of your toes, but it doesn't look, they actually still look really good. I don't know. Same thing with my gold toe, Jordan 1s. The patent leather on that, they just look great still.
Oh, yeah.
I've worn those quite a bit, man. So, yeah.
Gotcha.
Not too bad.
That's what I got for sneakers.
Dope. I think that's
more.
going to, oh, you got one more?
Oh, do we? Oh,
that's right.
Man, how could we forget the new top 3-5? How could we forget? So here's the deal.
Top 3 Jordan 5.
Yeah, the delay's not terrible on this one. It was originally May 16th. It is now pushed back to May 30th. Not a big difference. I'm wondering if these sit.
To me, they should. You don't think so?
Nah.
I don't like them, but I don't think they'll sit.
You think
Dude,
them-
they're
you
even
think-
worse on feet.
Yeah, I saw them on feet, dude.
You
Just on
showed me
pictures.
on feet, and I was like,
like,
whoa.
ugh.
He goes, they're not much better. And I was like, yeah, that's definitely.
Yeah. I love the grape by itself. I love the metallic by itself. I don't love the fire red 5, but two of those silhouettes in there are two of my favorites from the 5. Not a big fire red guy, but all together, man.
So basically, we just showed 5 releases that are delayed, and none of us care about any of the 5. Oh, no, the one. The one I care about, the 11 low.
The 11 low, yep.
But everything else,
For that reason,
We're out.
we're out. And with that, and on that note, thank you to everybody that came through the chat today for our very first episode on the night slot and the night show. Working on our night moves over here. Appreciate you guys coming through, man. Stay tuned for Monday's show. We're going to have that crazy Fortified Tattoo Care raffle or giveaway. I'm going to give you guys all the details on that and what's going on with that. But in the meantime, in between time, stay safe out there, man. Keep each other safe. Wash your hands this weekend. Wash your hands every day. It's hard. It's crazy. You got to tell people
Not
that,
just
but
this weekend.
Just try to stay safe this weekend, man. I don't want. We were talking about it. I don't want this to be worse on Monday. I just have a bad feeling it's going that way because people are not taking it that serious. But I don't want it to be worse on Monday. Let's just try to do what we can to quell and calm the situation. You know, calm everything down. Let's take what the NBA is doing, what the NCAA is doing. Let's not say, oh, they're being stupid, oh, they're freaking out. These are highly paid professionals, very smart people that wouldn't be in positions if they weren't intelligent people. And they're doing what they can to prevent the spread. Okay, I saw a great analogy the other day from Kyle Clark, who does 9 News or works on a news station here, and he said it's like treat it like fire. Just treat it like fire. If your neighbor's house is on fire, you're going to pay attention to it because guess what? That could spread to your house, and now your house is on fire. You know what I mean? Or if your friend lives next to them, if your friend's house is on fire, you're not just going to pull up to your friend's house and go in and say, hey, what's going on? Their house is burning. Fuck it. That's their problem. Let it burn. You're not going to do that. You're going to call the fire department. You're going to see what, try to get the thing.
I would argue that this is almost more dangerous because you can't see it. We're dealing with something we can't see. Fire, you can smell it. You can see it. You can feel it. You don't know. You can't see this virus. So I think it's almost more dangerous than a fire, but good analogy.
Good point. Everyone stay safe this weekend. And on that note, in the meantime, in between time, you get yours.
I'll get mine.
We'll see you fools Monday.